It's the story of BLT, who were playing lots of video games, bringing people near and far all together to become salty. Hey everyone, this is Micoy welcoming you back to another episode of the BLT podcast. I am the Adams family, and here with me is Brady Bunch.
PokeArt 2004. I I didn't watch either of those.
And joining us this time is our friend.
Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? I'm here. Yeah, y'all like that. Hello.
Plas, everybody.
Speak a bit closer to your mic.
Plas, everybody.
Hey, hello. Yo.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, Plas, everybody. Let's give a warm round of applause to Plas. All right. Last time we did semifinals week, and we covered week 7, and today semifinals is over, and now we're approaching finals. Whereas Plas here is a member of the Rufflets, which is part of one of two teams competing for the ultimate prize, the BLT 10 Champions. So let's review some games, shall we? Most of it I actually caught live and recorded some of these games, so you'll get to hear our live reactions as we go along. This is gonna be an interesting affair here. First off, the Primal Power Pangoros versus the Phantom Trout in a surprising 6-4 win, although not really. Actually, not really, because Pangoros have been doing amazing. Phantom Trout have just been lacking in semis in particular.
Yeah, that wasn't a surprising win.
Well, first off, we're going to review 3D versus Dunox, but not fully because here is our live recording of the match now. And with this is the game between 3D and Dunox. The first match listed, the last game played this week.
So Dunox brought rain. Look at that.
It is an interesting rain team as opposed to 3D who brought Moltres?
Yeah, that's not something you see every day. Like normally it's Galarian Moltres. That's a normal Moltres.
That's a normal Moltres. And he's using what else? The Great Tusk.
Well, Micoy, that's nothing special.
I'm kidding, it's common. But it's a Great Tusk versus Iron Treads, which is pretty interesting. And we start off the game with a Kingambit versus a Pelipper. Now, we are about to see some crazy attacks. Hopefully, that's just like what happened with VGC. Hopefully we'll see what crazy attacks they brought. There's a Surf.
And a Roost. Because he predicted the switch.
Interesting. An interesting first couple of turns presented by the Lax. Not the Lax, the frickin' Dunox. The backs. What is the backs going to do?
By the way, are you showing your own screen or are you showing?
I'm showing my own screen.
Yeah, so it's not what I'm watching it on.
No. I'm watching.
Okay.
It's the game in real in our screens. The one featured on Smog Tours.
Alrighty.
Alright, so Baxcalibur is in, and it's got a Swords Dance up, not a Dragon Dance. So I'd assume it's going to go for something nasty next turn. That is.
Well, yeah, assuming nothing that comes out can just outright kill it, and I don't think anything really can, except for maybe this Iron Shreds, which is out now.
Which is out now and is going to Ironhead. If I'm going to make an educated guess, it's an Ironhead incoming.
I don't know about that.
Unless, the switch happens and we go to Galarian Moltres, or no, not regular Moltres, or maybe he could be a Balls Man and do some Stone Edging.
I don't know about that. I think you're assuming.
I am assuming, and it's called educational guessing.
Well, my even more educated guess says that I think something else is up.
A rocks.
We'll see. It is physical.
It's an earthquake, and it goes for the Glaive Rush, and it gets a crit, and the Iron Balloon is popped off, but it doesn't get the kill.
Does Glaive Rush lock you into it, or?
No, I don't believe it does.
Then, Ice Shard incoming.
Ice Shard incoming, and losing that Iron Shards early could be fatal.
For that actually is a little bad. It's kind of bad.
There it is. There's the Ice Shard.
But on the bright side, pardon the yawns, Basculegion or Greninja comes in to just tidy this up now.
What move is it gonna do? Dark Pulse, or maybe Last Respects?
That's not legal, Micoy.
Oh, right. The special Basculegion that we've been seeing in OU, probably.
Yeah. Could be physical, though. It could be like physical Wave Crash.
Maybe. We'll see as Basculegion now comes out and is up against the Baxcalibur. The Basculegion is going to do something, and it's going to be faster because rain. Look at that, Ice Shard.
Yeah, it's special.
And it gets to chip in against the Bax, and the Bath is up. It's going to be pretty hard to switch in now because, Basculegion being the speedy boy that it is, would it make sense to go King Gambit now?
Maybe?
Assuming it's Specs Basculegion.
I mean, either Gambit or D-Knight, really.
I think there's Ice Beam, so I wouldn't put D-Knight there. Iron Valiant could also be a thing.
Yeah, but Iron Valiant's frail as frick.
Well, on the physical side, but on
See, look, Micoy D-Knight.
What's it gonna do, though? What's D-Knight gonna do?
It's gonna Dragon Dance and do what D-Knight does best.
Again, the threat of Ice Beam is going to kill.
Well, we don't know what item the Basculegion is. It could be Specs.
Could be Specs, yeah.
And if it's Specs, then that's good for the D-Knight.
Because it gets off a free Dragon Dance.
Yes.
But not an E-Speed, though. Rain is still up, though, PokeArt. Don't forget. So it is going to outspeed, even if it gets off a Dragon Dance.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to take that. I think he was choiced.
He was choiced. He was probably choice Specs. Amogus comes in now, and now is going to spore the absolute crap out of everything here.
But what if, surprise, it's Lumbeck?
Oh!
Or that can happen.
I don't know. And it's not even Rocky Helmet.
Yeah, wow. That just died.
This could be interesting now. We have a Basculegion, so he could now switch into a Pelipper. It goes for a U-turn, goes for Basculegion, Ice Beams it, and kills the D-Knight. That would be the optimal
See, I don't know. You see the D-Knight's multi-scale still ain't broken?
Not yet, But if Pelipper gets off a U-turn, then
I don't think it does.
Will it?
Unless that is a bulky as hell Pelipper. If the Amoonguss ain't living, I don't know if the Pelipper can. Unless like the Amoonguss was specially bulky, and this is physically bulky. If it's physically bulky, I could see it living.
Yes, I could see
But
that.
even then, this is clearly a very strong D-Knight.
Let's see, an Outrage would tank. Oh, it's not even living in Outrage. No, it's not Choice Bandit. It's Dragon Dance.
Oh, it lives. It does live.
Is it gonna get off a U-turn?
The multi-scale is broken, and now the Basky Legion can properly ice beam. Yep, it all went. It's all good. The Pelipper was physically bulky, and I guess the Amoonguss especially.
Yeah, we were right. So we were right on our little thing. And so now Basky Legion can now ice beam, and it's also faster. Don't forget, like 510 on the Basky Legion. D-Knight can only go up to 426. So yeah. Oh,
but he switches in.
He didn't risk.
That's not good.
That did almost half.
Yeah, that's why I think that confirms its specs.
It is specs. So it must be specs. Oh, there goes Zapdos. Is it gonna thunder?
Oh, what switches into the Zapdos? The Tusk?
The Tusk.
Oh, wait, it's a Speedy Tusk.
Whoa, wait. If it's a Speedy Tusk, then okay, so it's probably gonna do...
Then the Speedy Tusk will outspeed.
Yeah, it's gonna be Ice Spinner or...
Yeah, it's Ice Spinner, but as I thought, that doesn't kill.
It's not gonna live a Hurricane.
And that dies.
Yeah.
But now 3D sends something else in to just tidy up the Zappy.
Yeah, probably the Iron Valiant.
Yeah, the Iron Valiant is coming in here, I think.
Iron Valiant's gonna come in, does a Moon Blast or
this is a very offensive game in which each team doesn't really have proper walls into the other, right. And they're sort of just trading mons.
It is. It is basically a trade-off between these two, and it's quite interesting to see.
They're just doing their best to not get swept by each incoming mon.
Right. In the case of
here it is. Okay. It's in.
And it's speed, and it's a Quark booster energy, Quark drive speed.
Well, they all are, Micoy.
They all are. Can't you run something different? All right, Moonblast it now and die.
Yeah, it just dies.
Moonblast it now, die.
This Iron Valiant's gonna be actually pretty major trouble now. It might clean. I think I'm willing to bet it could outspeed Basky Legion.
Under rain?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, look, because Basky Legion is a 510 under rain. Iron Valiant would be 546.
Why is Basky Legion 510 under rain? Does that imply it's not max speed?
No, I don't think so, no.
But if it's max speed, then...
In a +1 Dragon Dance situation,
Well, obviously, it does whether it's max speed or not, but Greninja?
Okay, Greninja comes
Is this where Terra happens? Is this a Terra turn? It's gotta be.
It's gotta be what?
One doesn't do this unless you want a Terra.
Terra Poison.
So 3D's gotta call the Terra here.
Yeah, if it's Terra Poison...
Or Dunox will just time out.
Oh, no.
No, okay, yeah, he clicked. He's clicked.
What would the Terra be here? Terra Poison? If it is, then King Gambit would be a good option.
Maybe it's Terra Water for the extra offense. If it Terra Waters, Surfs, or it's Terra Water. God damn that! What the frick?
Whoa!
What? Huh?
Battle Bond!
Wait, that's what Battle Bond does now?
Battle Bond is an OP move.
Hold up. That's what it does now?
Oh, yo, Battle Bond increases attack, special attack, and speed. It's
Excuse me?
Whoa,
What?
Battle Bond.
What just happened?
Battle Bond has increased OP-ness, that's what.
This looks pretty dire for 3D all of a sudden. Unless
King Gambit could probably sucker punch.
3D hasn't terrored yet, I just realized.
But what would be a good time, because all his mons are chipped, unless you count the D-Knight being, but it's broke, it's multi-scale.
Well, what if, and hear me out, what if the D-Knight's like Terra Normal and it E-speeds? That beats the priority of, that beats the Water Shuriken priority.
We've seen a lot of Terra Normal D-Knights in VGC already, PokeArt. Are we going to see one in singles as well?
The King Gambit could still very well, turn things around. Oh, yep, there goes the D-Knight. See, Micoy?
He's going to Terra Normal.
He's gonna Terra something, I think. I'm not really sure what the play is here, because, like, on one hand... What? Oh, that's...
It's gonna do Life Orb. I think it's gonna try to run out its Life Orb damage.
Maybe. See, we don't need the Moltres here anyways. The Moltres doesn't do a damn thing except die.
But
yeah, it did its job. It died. Now the D-Knight's in.
Okay,
the D-Knight is in.
He's
ready to rumble.
Terra Normal?
Yeah, the D-Knight has to Terra now, because, like, I don't know, do you want to set up? Do you have E-Speed? I think ideally you want to set up.
Maybe. But, like, okay, wait a minute. Let's see how E-Speed does. I don't know.
Actually, I'm not really sure if setting up is good here.
47 to 56 against a Greninja, ideally. So, is it worth it? Is it worth it to friggin' do the Dragon Dance because the Ice Beam threat is still looming? I don't know. I think Greninja.
You would have to Terra if you want to Dragon Dance.
Right. But
yeah, I'm. What? That's not the right play. What the fuck? Huh?
Oh, he was going for Ice Beam. Oh, he's gonna Sucker Punch. You have to sucker.
Micoy, it's not gonna work. The Water Shura. What?
Oh.
Huh?
What is this play?
What?
Dragon Dance right now. No, he goes for the kill on Pelipper. But this is gonna die. Basculegion, yeah. The moment he sets up Pelipper against the rain, I think he's won it. I think Dunox has won it because the Basculegion now can come in, sweepy sweep the Dragonite, and then kill the King Gambit afterwards with Surf. So I think 3D F'd himself over.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. I won't lie.
I think he F'd himself over.
Wait. No, he didn't do it right. Oh, he's stupid. He's not stupid, but I think he just turned the game around. Boy went for the Shadow Ball? Why? Why would you go for the Shadow Ball? That is the stupidest thing you can do.
You had
the Ice Beam kills the Ice Beam kills the King Gambit. The Ice Beam at least does a fair amount in the. Wow.
He timed out. What the frick was that play? He went for the stupidest option possible.
Yeah.
You just gave the Pangoros the win. Okay. Well, wasn't that fun? Wasn't that a fun little thing that happened, PokeArt?
Yeah. Although I just gotta say, it's pretty funny when we're recording because, like, you're obviously gonna edit these in later, but, like, recording now, you just take a long pause and say, "Wasn't that fun?"
Yes. Also, you meant to say in the live reactions we did, you meant to apologize to someone?
I apologize for yelling. I apologize for saying stupid.
Thank you.
That just kind of came out because he made a stupid play.
Which is unforgivable. Well, you'll see, you'll see. Next up, SVOU, we got Fat Batman versus Lax, and here is our recording now.
Wait, Micoy, this is a guy who
Huh? Go
this
ahead.
is the guy who wants you to apologize.
I'm sorry for not acknowledging your skill very often. So here is the game now. Actually, no, we actually didn't record a game. I actually just watched this out of nowhere.
Oh.
That was funny. All right.
We actually have to review this then, right?
Yes, because this game was interesting. Fat Batman brought Masquerain, which proved to be a bit of a better lead than most.
It's for webs.
It's not only for webs, but for stun spore, because it completely paralyzed Hisui right at the beginning. Zumaro managing to belly drum and tank good hits from Dragonite to kill it and majorly chip Goldango, which was pretty fun. But the real MVP here was Terra Ground Excalibur, who became the MVP. Just carrying Fat Batman to an easy W by just sweeping the rest of Lax's mons. Very, very, very easy when once you know the end game was Terra Ground Excalibur, you can just easily figure out, oh, Lax is kind of screwed here.
Yeah, I found it interesting how Fat Batman played his endgame, but it worked. Basically, he wanted to make it so the Goldango's special attack would be so low that even if the Excalibur is low HP, Make It Rain still won't kill. And that's what he did.
Oh,
which
yeah.
allowed him to set up and sweep.
With that Terra Ground backs. Very interesting. A very interesting turn of affairs, and, praise to Fat Batman for figuring out how to play a strong endgame. And beating a goat in lax, too.
Yeah, especially when he wasn't actually favored in terms of numbers of Mons remaining.
Well, next up, SV Ubers. We got Richard Milliplane versus Mashing. Okay, this one, Mashing actually got off quite the bit of a start here. He had the first few turns down, using Shadow Ball to bring the Spectrier to Sash, and Fluttermane in Sun to Oko Zacian with a Mystical Fire.
This was an interesting game.
Yeah. Richard then became the favorite by using Flame Charge Koraidon to outspeed and kill Mashing's own Koraidon, which I thought was pretty interesting. And then towards the end, we got the Terra Normal Hexiran coming in, being immune to Spectre's
Only
Shadow.
for it to. I said only for it to just kind of healing wish.
I mean, it is a pretty good tactic, like.
Can we talk about the Masquerain, though? Can we talk about what the Masquerain did?
Back-to-back Masquerains. It's crazy.
Yeah, bringing Masquerain into anything higher tiered is a wonderful thing. I'm glad to see a lot of Masquerain usage. What was that?
Ooh, them indeed.
I said, yeah, There's 2 Masquerades in a row in like OU and Ubers. That's funny.
It's funny and it's really good. It was also MVP of this game, not gonna lie. Using Ice Beam first and foremost to kill the Giratina, taking sash damage to Tailwind and Whirlwind out Arceus Fire, and it even froze the Flutter Mane.
Yeah, that was unfortunate because that Flutter Mane looked pretty dangerous here otherwise.
Freeze caught him, and the freeze just caught him, and ultimately it was lost for mashing at that point. In the end, Arceus Ground immediately disposed of Arceus Fire. Miraidon using Terra Flying to be immune to Tinglu's Earthquakes, and just won the game for Richard.
I find it funny how, despite the fact that Masquerade is usually brought as, a web setter, a Sash web setter, Webs was not used here.
Oh.
And yet it still was pretty disruptive.
It's an MVP, man. It's got Ice Beam, just having Ice Beam as a safety blanket against everything that Mashing brought. That was already good enough, but the fact that it managed to get a freeze off of a terrifying Mon that could easily sweep Richard's team, that's another plus.
Yep. That thing was faster than everything Richard had, I believe. And could have basically one-shot a lot of them.
Right? It's really good. Next up though, SVUU, we got Medaya versus Rocher. Oh, how this game has gone better. This game.
Oh, how this game fumbled a little.
This game had Medaya. The main focus of this game is Medaya trying to kill the Screamtail with Salamence's Hurricanes and Hydro Pumps. That was pretty much the goal that Medaya had to offer against Rocher, because taking out the support would be nice. And the big things that happened, evenly matched plays then soon after. Back and forth. It was a pretty back and forth game between both players. Medaya did have the advantage just in terms of prep. Late game mons were better. It was just a very, very good setup what's to come for the end game. Which the end game, it got really unlucky for Rocher.
I feel like Rocher had better odds for the end game, but what happened with Caesar?
Well, first of all, Caesar, the pronunciation, it's a scissor. It's Scissor freezing. Scissor freezing and one turn encore, which allowed Salamence to finally kill Screamtail, giving Medaya the win. A pretty hefty win in an otherwise haxy final.
Look, the freeze on Caesar was very unfortunate. I think it's basically what cost Rocher the game.
It is. It lost Scissor, and had he kept Scissor in, he would have absolutely beaten Medaya. The game really could have gone either way, but it was the Medaya win in the end.
It would have been a Rocher win had the Caesar not been frozen, I think. Because since it froze, Greninja could just, kill it. And that's it. But, had it not froze, Caesar could have either killed it, or it would have forced Medaya to switch in Salamence and start attacking. He would need to waste even more attacks on the Caesar before getting to the Screamtail, and I think the Salamence would have ran out of attacks that hit the Screamtail.
Yeah, he could have stalled it out, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think this freeze cost Rocher.
Wow. unfortunate that it happened, but
I
wow.
think, well, there is also the fact that Encore did not work as what he thought
one
it did.
turn of Encore off before, uh, immediately not going through.
Because it ran out of hurricanes, and I guess if you run out of PP for the move, Encore ends.
True. That's basically cost Ricochet the game. Upset by Medaya, kinda, somewhat. But that was also like a deciding.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was also like a deciding game because it was down what 5. It was down like 4-4, and then that was one of the last games played, and so Ricochet losing that was costly.
Yeah, that sucked for him.
All right, next up, SVRU. Plas, this may be your specialty because it's just Franco versus Ender.
Speak a bit closer to the mic.
Yeah, it's this one.
Okay, so do you have any thoughts on this game?
I don't think I actually watched it all the way through yet. I watched it to like get the scout for Franco. To like see what his stuff is weak to, because we did that yesterday. But I don't think I've actually watched the game through all the way.
It's okay. Not very long. I don't think it was very long.
Certainly interesting.
It was. Like, you had Ender at the advantage at the very first few turns. It burned Iron Thorns, who didn't even attack during the duration of this game. Just set up Stealth Rock and Spikes. Just using Rapid Spell well enough with Zarina.
Stealth Rock, Spikes, and Dragon Tail.
That's it. Well, that was the only attacking move, really.
Wait, did it rocks? I don't think it rocks.
It did rock. Oh no, Bronze. Oh no, not Bronze. Long. Freaking Mudsdale was the one who rocked.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, why is there a Mudsdale? Why is there a Mudsdale with no rocks? They always gotta have rocks.
Except when you're ballsy and you choice ban Mudsdale.
No, Micoy, no.
So, yeah. Zarina was a no, not Zarina. Tatsugiri was a standout. Using Nasty Plot and tanking Bronze on Psychics to managing to 2-hit KO Zarina with Surf. Not that Zarina was anything bulky when it comes to special moves, but whatever. There was an interesting point in this game, though, and that's Ender's Bronzong having Metal Sound to prevent Just Franco's Demon Bronzong from ever setting up nicely. That was a pretty good strat, really shutting down the Demon Bronzong set.
Yeah, that was interesting. And I don't think that's common at all. I think that's like, I think that's a set Ender just thought of.
It's interesting,
It's been around, but it's definitely not common. I know it's a thing for like the Calm Mind fairies too, like Florges and Sylveon. So, you can't actually break them without. Well, if you're gonna run if you're not like Gyro Ball or Heavy Slam.
No. Metal Sound definitely like one of the more. It's a more niche bring, but it is a very effective bring once you get it running.
I think the Caesars. I've not used him yet, but he seems cool.
The ending was very close. Both players were trading mons back and forth. Franco won within the Gardevoir. Very close at the end.
Yep, I Scarf Gardevoir.
Demon Song. You get the crit on Demon Song, which made it more scary, I think. Because it eats that Shadow Ball without it, right?
A little bit.
No, the crit? I don't think that crit mattered, no. Because it had been metal sounded down.
Yeah,
It wasn't surviving a shadow ball either way. Crit did not mean anything.
it was minus like 3.
What? Oh.
Alright, next up, we got Inhelio losing to Danny. So, haha. You might have predicted Inhelio, but
Did we record? Did we record this live or?
No, we didn't. I know because I have notes. I know because I have notes. If I don't have notes, that means we recorded it. So this game, Danny actually took like a severe advantage at the beginning. Predicting a hard switch to Rotom first and foremost. Laurent is killing it with Leaf Storm, and then using Terra Electric to tank Toxicroak's Gunk Shot in order to kill it.
Yeah, basically, he waited to Terra, and that paid off.
There were interesting turns, like for example, turns 18 and 19. And Helio got some lucky breaks in, honestly. Like, first of all, Terra Fairy Cacturn going up against the Bombardier who was about to Sucker Punch, and then Cacturn Sucker Punch failing to catch Bombardier because he went for Sucker Punch. That was a
Yeah, I gotta wonder, Sucker Punch on Bombardier. Well, it also had like knockoff and yeah, is that common? I don't think I've seen that.
NU players tell us, is that common?
I play NU to some extent. I've never seen that.
No, I've never seen that. From the tours matches that I've done of NU, no. Bombardier Sucker Punch is not common.
Usually it's like Stealth Rock knockoff, Roost, and U-turn / Brave Bird.
Some people would run it. Some people would be very ballsy enough to run it. Turns 19, of course, we had the Sucker Punch into the Encore. That was nice. Using Ursaring to paralyze Quillfish was interesting. He actually got off the paralyzed too, which is neat.
Yeah, and Helio actually got kind of lucky in this game, yet it didn't actually help him very much.
Because of one mon, and that one mon is the Dunsparce, and the Dunsparce ended up sweeping in the end, thanks to Coil and Body Slam working well, getting Scyther to paralyze, and tank close combat there in order to give Danny the edge against Scyther, and then ultimately picking up a very dominant win. Despite the hacks against him, he got the win.
Yeah, good one at that.
We got Acrotix versus Pop. Now this one we actually recorded, and I recorded this because I was the one who caught it live. And here is my reaction to the match now. Okay, so game starts with Wesh Papillon versus Acrotix here in PU, and we're looking at the matchups here. They look kind of decent, I guess. There are some unorthodox mons I can't wait to see, especially coming from Wesh's team. But Acrotix's team actually looks like a kind of a good shout, a good sign for things to come. There's a nasty earthquake there. It all depends on how well Wesh can play around Acrotix mons, especially against the Quillfish. There's a double Quillfish right here. There's Berserker that could be easily threatened. Also, all of these mons, maybe a little bit of Electrode in there as well. Charizard comes in. Okay. So, Hizui Quillfish is going to be good. if there's a nasty fire flash, and there's the bar barrage, which has been used in has been rising in usage ever since. There's a Gabite right there. Uh, let's see. Oh, and there's a fire blast. That was a nasty crit as well. I don't know actually what the calc was. Let's check on that. It was around if it's around 30, then yeah, I'm going to guess it's around like 30-ish or something. Nah, it still would have killed. Ah, it's fine. Alright, so there's a discharge. Where's the Rotom? Rotom's gonna be actually pretty useful here, unless that happens. And now the Venoshock will happen. Actually, no, Barbarage will probably take it out. It's all just a matter of dependence. This is gonna be a fun match to watch, I can already tell. Here's a nasty plot discharge here. Oh, and there's a hit on the Blizzard against the Quillfish. So Wesh has got somewhat of an early advantage, I guess. Rotom can easily crack open these mons right here, especially that. Just a hard time against this in particular. Um, how is this gonna turn out? I think. Oh, Terra Dragon, which has been seeing a lot of usage lately, as Terra Dragon Charizard's Dragon Pulses really hit hard. When you got no fairy types on your team, so Wesh is now at a considerable disadvantage. Maybe he'll do something to counteract that. Maybe Jumbluff can have a paralyzing move. Maybe Basculin. Hmm. Who knows? Who knows? A nice little addendum here that Quillfish actually took 56 from the last turn, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I don't know why he still stayed in, but I guess that's just a thing. Things happen in this game. So the pressure's on now for Wesh. How is he gonna beat Terra Dragon Charizard? Could he try maybe for Garchomp? Maybe you could try for um Basculin, I guess, if it has like Ice Fang or Ice Beam, whatever. Um nothing all too certain here. So who knows? Oh, maybe Bayonet could have something to do because it tanks a Fire Blast, goes for Shadow Claw, and then goes for Shadow Sneak or Sucker Punch. But the ideal play must be Jump Bluff or Basculin. So whichever works. That is the Basculin. So it's gonna come in and it's gonna try doing something. I don't know what that something is. Let's leave it up to Wesh to figure it out. This is gonna hit hard. Anything it will do, it will hit hard. So best case scenario for Acrotex is going to switch out. Maybe try something. Maybe try something to outpredict. Maybe Berserker over here. There's an Ice Fang. Okay, so we know it has Ice Fang now to take care of this and this. Berserker's gonna be in a hell of a tough spot, especially for later when Garchomp comes in or Bayonet gives off a Will-O-Wisp. So yeah, it's a pretty even game. Pretty even game so far. Despite, the 5-4 disadvantage, it's still a pretty even game. Wesh is standing up to Actrotix very well. Actrotix showing that he can play PU to a moderately paced standard, while Wesh is Wesh. Can pick up any tier. If he does play well, he'll absolutely kill it. There's a U-turn there. Jump left coming in is a bold move. I don't know. What the ideal play now for Wesh is now that jump up's in the field, while Acrotix has multiple options to choose from. Maybe you could do Hatchram and try to paralyze it. Maybe you could try to do Electrode or something. I don't know. Terra Blast it maybe with Terra Ice, but Terra's already gone thanks to this thing. I don't know. Was it a waste? Was it a waste to carry the Terra Ice against the Terra Dragon here? I don't know. There's a taunt, so prevents hazards from coming in. This Gabite's gonna be in a rough spot, maybe. Well, it's Earthquake can massively OHKO if it gets the chance, but still. Ah, okay. It's Bayonet Boots against Thwacky. There's a knockoff, getting rid of the boots. Is the Will-O-Wisp coming? Yes, it is. Look at that. Will-O-Wisp is active. Now to go for another knockoff, I would presume. Try to get something. If it come... Oh, so U-turn. Into Electrode. Okay. Knockoff. Ah. Oh, it also carries boots. Interesting. Shadow Sneak. Okay. No, yeah, there's a massive chip. Now, guard. Yeah, this thing's gonna come in Aqua Jets. Or does it? There. Adaptability. Wave Crash. Okay. Takes massive damage right there. Now, if it is choice banded, like the thing says it is, this is gonna be pretty hard. Oh, here comes Gabite. Healing Wish. Oh, that's gonna. Yeah, that's it. I think that is it. I think that may have cost Wesh, because Terra Dragon Garchomp's gonna come in and absolutely wreck. Yeah, there's nothing Wesh can really do. This could maybe tank. This could not tank a hit. Unfortunately, see, it only does 60 to 81, even with choice band and adaptability. So, but even if he does kill the Charizard, there's still the threat of Electrode. So, yeah, Wesh is sufficiently screwed here. GG. There's a Dragon Pulse. Bye-bye Basculin. And bye-bye Jumpluff. Acrobatics. Oh, 1. Yeah. GG. Yeah, it's gonna kill the Charizard. But fake out. Outspeeds. Would have Grassy Glide if this was Gen 8. So, yeah, that's the ending. Or maybe Strength's absent. Nope, GG. Short game, but yeah, Actrotix played it well. Wesh simply cannot get the advantages up to good use. This is a good game. Well done. So, what are your thoughts, PokeArt?
Which game was this again? Let me look at the Oh, right. It's the Terra Dragon Charizard.
Yes. I already gave my piece. What do you think?
When I saw the Terra Dragon Charizard use Dragon Pulse, I'm like, ah, yes. The Clawitzer theorem.
Nah, any Clawitzer would absolutely die to a thing. Amazing.
But yeah, I saw it do that, and I'm like, oh, Axortix just kind of wins now, doesn't he? That thing just kind of,
Yep.
That thing kind of dominates. There's no switch-ins to that.
Yep. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that fun to see? So that's another pickup for the Trout there. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough for a win. Although you did well. You did well there, buddy. Next up.
I gotta wonder though, why did he use Bayonet? Is that good? Like, at all?
Oh, it's not even common. Not from what I saw, no.
And, the rest of the team's understandable, but, like, why Bayonet?
Bayonet's just a good bring, I guess.
Like, was Mischievous banned? Is it not PU anymore?
Oh, I don't think so, no. I don't know. Maybe.
Can someone confirm this?
Can someone check? You check, PokeArt.
Okay, where is it?
So was it or was it PU? Or no, PU, yes.
I don't think it changed tiers or anything. So I'm confused. Why the hell did he... Why Bayonet and not, Mischievous?
Prankster, I guess. Oh, actually, no, that's Mega Bayonet.
It doesn't have Prankster!
Sorry, that's Mega Bayonet. What am I talking? We've been playing a lot of Gen 7, okay? It's fun. Anyway, next up we got Drifting versus Ace Hunter. This had video reactions from both of us, and here is the matchup now. Okay, next up we have Ace Hunter versus Drifting, and oh my god, they brought a Choodle.
Not just a Choodle. I see a Deerling. I guess the rest of Ace Hunter's team is actually pretty standard.
It's standard, yeah. Well,
but like Shelder, Stunky, Numo, those are a little more, it's not that they're non-standard, it's just that they're a little, not as used.
Yeah, they're a little less used than the traditional LC mons that we've been seeing. It's interesting. I mean, okay, we got, okay, it seems to me that Drifting is going for a little more unorthodox team, whereas Ace Hunter is actually a little bit more balanced.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Maybe it's a little bit more hyper offensive. Like, you see the mons here, like Electrode and Wingull. The most tanky mon, I would say, is Quaxsealing. Is the Quacks over here.
Probably.
I've been playing a lot of LC just before this game, so.
Wow, are you an expert?
Well, I know the meta now. I do know the meta now. Like, I hate Elon Musk.
How is he gonna put tweet view limit and then flood me with his dumbass spam?
Then don't follow the dude. Come on. Elon Musk is God. You should never outspoken the God that is Elon Musk.
Okay. I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah.
It's the meme. It's the meme. Okay. It's the meme of the techno world. Okay. Anyway, look at those leads.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think this is a good lead for Ace Hunter.
For Ace.
All he really needs to do is just water move it to death, right? Or even just like
Sash. The Diglets can learn Sash, but
learn.
Not learn.
Yeah, see, it's like dead.
Well, at least he got rocks up. Well, now he's gonna rapid spin. I think Ace Hunter will. Although this does not carry.
But Micoy, that's too obvious. That's too obvious.
Although this thing, I don't think it carries tangling hair, does it? Or is just Aqua Cutter not hitting tangling hair?
Get off Twitter, you idiot.
Does Aqua Cutter get hit by tangling hair? I never actually seen it.
contact move?
Aqua Cutter.
It's a slicing move. Does that make it a contact move? Is it not a contact move?
Technically,
Maybe it's not a contact move.
Maybe it's not. May want to check the Bulbapedia or whatever the frick.
I don't think it's a contact move. See, Micoy, it was too obvious. The rapid spin was way too obvious, so drifting was gonna go into his drifting.
So
his Drifloon.
His drifting Drifloon. It was a good spin blocker, yeah. But now Ace Hunter knew that and switched into Voltorb.
Yeah, good play. I think that was a good double.
Now he's going for drifting. There's the catch.
Yeah, but like this thing is faster. This Voltorb should be faster.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't even matter unless this thing is like choiced or something stupid.
Don't be.
No.
Not like that. Yeah, it runs 20 most of the time, aside from Diglett's 19. It's gonna Giga Drain. Or Leaf Storm, whatever. So, yeah. This seems like a comfortable lead as of the moment. Ace Hunter is leading 6-5. So if I were
slicing contact. Yeah, I just happened to learn the command that searches for moves. Did you know it's /MS?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just guessed that. Okay, so Aqua Cutter is among slicing, but I don't see it among contact, meaning it's not a contact move.
Huh, interesting.
Which means, even if this thing did have tangling hair, it doesn't work.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
Doesn't matter in the on.
Oh, it's a dark Choodle.
What? What's it gonna do? Freaking crunch? A strong draw crunch or something?
Yes, Micoy, it's gonna crunch.
What, against Zoroark?
It loves to crunch.
The reveal freaking Zoro was switching and then boom.
No, Micoy, that would be the stupid thing to do.
Drifting was just drunk. Is Drifting drunk? Is Drifting playing drunk? According to Kinu, he is, but, well, let's see what he's gonna do.
It's okay. TMM's played on a hangover in one eye. Drunkenness doesn't really affect how you play.
No, playing high and playing drunk with. Oh god, he's gonna.
I think this is GG.
You think so?
Yeah. Unless hacks occurs, I don't really see this being beatable. Yeah. See, that's dead.
Says Wesh. So the crunchy boy is about to
let him cook.
Ooh. I mean, maybe.
Ace Hunter, don't time out, bud.
Don't time out. I know this looks unwinnable for you, but don't time out. He clicked the move. He clicked the move, people.
Okay, yeah, he did click.
But what's he gonna do? Midnight Lily. Is that Amazon Lily? Is that One Piece reference? Nah.
What?
The names of
what are you?
Names of 800 mods. I thought that was. Oh! Look at that.
It lived.
Oh my god! It's a Zorua too. Oh, we missed the Will-O-Wisp. No. Well, It's over now.
GG!
It is over.
Wait.
Oh!
Wait.
Oh, paralyzed!
Wait. Hold up. Wait a minute.
What's gonna happen? Is Deerling gonna come out?
I don't know. This is a bit of a This is still pretty unfavorable, though.
Yeah, man. Yeah. SpongeBob.
Oh, that's
it's
dead.
Killed. It's the kill. Maybe. Okay. Maybe Ace Hunter is coming back.
This Glimmet? Yeah, it's called Glimmet. This Glimmet looks like it could do some damage right now.
Against Stunky, I'm a little bit uncertain. Against Drifloon, even. Everything else, yeah, probably. Well, Shelter.
Not Numo? You're not concerned about Numo? The thing that just got sent out for it? That resists both of its stabs, Miko? No, wait, it doesn't resist both of its stabs. Just one.
Just one.
Neutral
just
to the other.
What's it gonna do anyway? Mudshot. Mudshot would probably make sense.
Well, yeah, but like, what if, and hear me out, this thing goes and, oh, that's
Body
not quite
press.
what I thought.
What?
I mean, sure, why not?
Oh, now what?
What? Why is he? Oh!
Oh! The switch. Okay.
You called that. Yeah. Yeah, now we just power gem?
Oh.
And is it in Mudshot or whatever the move it runs is? It is in Mudshot range. I think it's in Mudshot range.
People.
Should be in Mudshot range.
But if he switches out and goes to Drifloon, this would all be for naught. Oh.
It's what? What?
What?
Wait, what? Huh? What? Wait, oh, is this not... What sort of...
What sort of knuckle pet is this? What the hell? Well, it still killed it, so
that did nothing. What the...
Now Stunky's gonna get rid of the...
I'm missing something? Why is this Numo set for it to have done that little?
I don't know.
It's invested, I think, clearly. I guess if it's body press, then it's running some defenses.
That's true, yeah. I wonder. Please tell me in the comments, like, in this video.
Yeah, like all you LC mains watching this if you want to comment, yeah, tell us.
Or we could just ping them in the Discord and they'll give us an explanation there. We'll add a little bit.
Yeah, that's easier.
Alright, Glimmet's going to do the thing. Now it's gonna do Stunky and gonna Mudshot.
I mean, it's not like Mudshot kills. What outspeeds? The thingy that outspeeds.
Yeah, he's going yo.
I don't what?
Whoa!
Wait, no, wait, it outsped?
Comes in now.
Oh, yeah, it does outspeed. It's faster. This might be game. I don't think Quaxley's healthy enough.
No, I don't think so. I think it just loses. Maybe Deerling? I don't know. Deerling loses. Oh shit.
Oh, we poisoned it.
Poisoned it. So there's a little bit of a hope spot.
Yeah, but I still don't think, like, if he just manages to sweep the rest of the, I think it's just done. Also, I don't think Deerling can quite take on Stunky 1v1.
No. Not even with whatever set that he has. What do Deerling carry? Jump kick, horn leech, something else.
No! What? Why are you doing this?
Oh no! What are you doing?
Is he stalling out? Is he stalling it out?
Well, why?
What is he doing?
What is
why? Huh?
No.
Wait.
Is
Wait a minute.
What
Does it
now?
have? Does it have?
Did it have a priority move or something?
What is this cooking?
What is it?
Is it cooking?
Who's cooking? One,
Wait, what?
3, 4.
Oh, oh, just barely. Oh, it just barely killed. Oh, just barely.
If he lives on
Ah.
bye bye. There's a toxic debris. There's a little toxicity thrown at your way. Drifting. Good luck on the. Good job on the win. Wow. And cut. Wasn't that fun?
Yeah, that was a game of all time.
Ugh. Can't believe it. Next up, we got Raph versus Akaru Kokuyo. This was another game of all time, and here is the matchup now. Okay, so I guess I made it into Akaru Kokuyo versus Raph. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, these leads look very interesting. I've never seen Gujar being used, honestly. Is that a common thing in doubles games, players? Let me know down in the comments below. However, Raph's team looks a little bit more VGC like. Now you think about it, right? So we got a rock setting Heatran and a wood hammering Rillaboom ready to tingle and mingle with Landorus and Fluttermane right here. It's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing to be sure. Let's see how these games play out now, do they? There's a nasty Moonblast. Oh, and a U-turn from again. These are interesting. You know, Cresselia comes in probably to be an ally support to Fluttermane, but all right. So Akaru gets the early advantage by taking out one of the more dangerous threats in Raph's team. Cresselia will now play support, and whatever comes in will be a huge asset to this matchup. I am expecting the Palafin to come in, especially now it's transformed into its hero form. Aside from that, Rillaboom's gonna be a huge problem. Although it's interesting. What kind of sets do these things run? That's what I'm curious on. Come on, Raph, just click the Palafin. You'll be fine. Against the Heatran and the Rillaboom, this isn't a good time, honestly. Or no, this is a good time. It's just how are you gonna play the after game afterwards? Oh, he goes Lando. Interesting. Now, traditionally, when I take notes, after the game has been played, it usually is a good indication of what what players were thinking ahead of time and by the end of the turn so that they can play the end game afterwards. But when you're catching these games live, you actually in real time know what the player is thinking and in what specific turn that they're going to use their certain moves. It's just a little bit concerning on the face, especially when you got instances like this. Oh, there's a U-turn from Orlando. Coming in is the Palafin. Lunar Blessing. A very natural healing move now on Cresselia, which is going to be a helpful asset to anyone who comes in. This is going to be Trick Room. This is most likely going to be Trick Room because Glastrier is out. So, and it's able to tank Palafin hits. Like for example, look at these lovely ass stats right here. Bulk up, nice. Terra Blast. Oh, that deals a lot of damage. There's the Trick Room, and Raph counters it with his own Trick Room, huh? That's interesting. Huh. Now, Terra Grass thingy. was able to do that much damage to Pelifin. How in the world will Wrath come back from this? It's considering that this is a little bit more of a stressful thing to bring. Like you see Terrablast doing 81 there. Terrablast did what? 78. So with +1 bulk up, this is gonna be a little bit more standardized. So I'm expecting this thing to kill the Pelifin, or this to go ham immediately. Whatever the hey. So this is interesting. This is an interesting development for seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shoot, we got another game playing. What the hell? Well, I've loaded up the other game just in case. There are no tags on which one they're playing. But yeah, seems to me like Kokuyo is taking his good time. Well, Raph is taking his sweet ass time. There's a helping hand, which is going to be helpful. That deals a lot of damage, but that's going to kill. Yep, definitely kills. There goes the chilling nade. There comes the trick room. And now it's been activated, so Akaru now has full control of the speed control because it's Trick Room. And Gudra and Glastrier is going to be hella useful, as well as the Heatran here. So, oh, Raph. Mungus comes in. That's gonna be the same speed, actually. But this thing will kill, and Akaru, I think, has this game down very nicely, considering the Chilling Neigh, and Cresselia now taking away the Trick Room so that Kingambit will come in. At least I assume Kingambit will come in. Raph has 20 seconds left. How are you going to play this endgame, Raph? How are you going to come back from this, honestly? Considering Lando, which is now what you brought out, kind of loses. Are you gonna try U-turning? That seems like an optimal play right now, considering and you got Roselia and Gustria both weak to it. But this Gustria is tough. This Gustria is very tough to deal with. There's a helping hand. Now it's gonna go for a rock slide. Trying to get some double flinchies. Didn't matter. That was it. That is completely it. There comes the Kingambit. It comes out. It's gonna kowtow cleave Cresselia. I'm assuming it's Cresselia. But there's no way. Akaru just majorly dominated this, huh? Please target this out of spite. No? You do have CC, yeah. Oh, well, of course. These characters CC all the time. I'm wondering if this is Assault Vest, actually. Just to be funny. But yeah. Akaru takes this. Very, very handle win by Akaru Kokuyo. There's a Terra Dark. Psyshock. Why? That kills it. Ooh. Well, despite that killing it and Kowtow Cleave doing massive damage, Knocker is gonna be in a bit of a pickle here if he's not careful. Might as go with what's obvious right now at this point, instead of what's not obvious. Like maybe go to a Gudra. Will that take it? Will this take it? Let's see. Let's see the calcs. Not what I would call good, honestly. Certainly better than what we had before, but still. It's interesting. So Raph may come back from this. It's not a guarantee, but Raph may come back from this if Akru chokes. So which one is the which one? There's Rillaboom coming in. It's gonna sack this. It's a useful sack. What are you gonna do? Body press? Oh, you're going for the acid armor body press set. Alright. And now Cresselia comes back in. Why? When you have actually no, I shouldn't be whying because you will sack Cress and just go for the body press. That seems like the optimal play, right? It all just depends on how far this Kingambit will go. Helping hand. Oh, whoa! Oh dear. Oh dear, that's bad. That is bad. If that deals so much damage like that, it is bad. Scout Dark Cleave. Bypass. No, it just only bypasses accuracy, not thingy. That's better. That's better. That's better. Because that Kowtow Cleave will kill. So Raph is coming back from this. What was the last time it did damage? 60, 75. So that deals a lot of it. Another Helping Hand will do. Another Lunar. Okay. Body press. Babooey. Alright. And I think if he could follow up with one more and doesn't crit, he will be good. Bam. GG. Well done, Akuru Kokyo, on such a dominant win. Okay, what are your thoughts, PokeArt?
I watched this game before recording, and I liked it, actually.
It was fun. It was such a fun game to watch. It's very close.
I could feel the mind games. Because, like, it was a Trick Room fight.
It was. And, just them bringing Trick Room and outsmarting each other with Trick Room. It was nice. It was nice to change pace between these two certain teams. And, yeah, from just watching this game live, you can definitely tell from my reactions, I was kind of a sucker for this game.
Like, they both brought Trick Room, but, like, when Akuru wanted the Trick Room up, Raph's like, no, I don't want the Trick Room up right now.
No, just Trick Room.
You got the Terra Grass Glacier. That's so dangerous.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. And definitely one of the games that you would most not associate with Pokemon. It's Trick. Actually, no, you would most associate with Pokemon because it's Trick Room versus Trick Room. Hello, VGC. All right, next up.
I haven't seen a ton of Trick Room in VGC lately.
Thank God, really? Right? It's been abandoned by most players.
No, Micoy, it's because Regulation D is not out for VGC official tournaments yet.
Watch.
It will be for Worlds, though.
It will be a thing.
Trick Room is going to be everywhere in Worlds, Micoy. You have to understand this.
I can't wait. Next up is Mihawk versus Spitfire. This was recorded begrudging.
Why do you always say Mihawk? It's not Mihawk!
Mihawk. Sorry. Yes, Plas.
Or Mihawk.
Sorry, Plas. I know we're all, like, old people here. We just miss Mihawk, okay?
Isn't Isn't Plas older than both of us?
Maybe. I'm pretty old for sure.
He's been on the site longer than both of us.
That's the username that I know, so.
I see. Well, anyway, this matchup was recorded at 5 p.m. plus 8 or no 5 a.m. minus 4, and we were both very tired.
You moved to 5 a.m.
This was recorded at 5 a.m. We were both very tired. We just came from a long day, and this game happened. Just so happened to happen at a dead time. But we still recorded it live for you, the viewers. Here's the matchup right now.
It's different. I've got to pass out.
So, here we go.
It's nearly 5 a.m.
Electric versus poison. Let's see what happens here.
It's 5 a.m.
How is it that I found the game before?
Wow, the fact that you had to be the one to link.
There we go. So, we're starting out
It's sus. Look, it's sus.
It's Sussy Baka. A Sussy Baka has approached. And
Susamungus. Sussy Baka.
So what do you think is going to happen here, PokeArt? It looks like Amoongus is going to be sporing this turn, while friend over here, Regieleki, is about to Volt Switch?
Dang, you got it exact. That's what I was gonna say.
Although I'm very worried because Spitfire might be bringing lots of effects to Amoongus,
It's okay. AO's thing isn't that bulky. See, Micoy? You predicted it exactly. It's going to Muckalola? You ever just Muckalola?
not Super Mario Sunshine.
You. What do you mean this ain't Super Mario Sunshine, though? I don't get it. I don't.
Oh, look at that toxic on Zapdos. That's gonna be pretty costly.
I forgot Toxic exists again. Not totally. The Salazzle doesn't. Yeah. And so long as the Muckalola's healthy and yeah. And then the Samungus can probably handle it somewhat. And it's okay, Micoy, the Magnezone is in. What? 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 Oh, that's Specs. That's specs, bro. That's specs, bro. I mean, at this point, he's just spamming it because it deals good damage. No reason not to be honest. He got it! He got the para.
Also, he didn't ground type, so that might have cost Spitfire as well.
That would just mean he didn't bring Clodsire. Wait, that's actually very sinful now that I think about it. What?
Look at that, he got paralyzed. Did you see those final few turns, PokeArt? You saw him talking his old mode, and his Amoonguss got paralyzed at a crucial point.
Apologies for the coughing.
No coughing.
There's no wheezing in this team. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's right. No poison types. Oh, the discharge is gonna hurt, but ooh, that lives one. But that is.
Zapdos is dead.
Sandy Shocks, which is the right play.
Why is the Sandy Shocks boots? Terra's not a thing in this.
But it does get the power.
That's dead. I think Mihoke's gonna win. I think that's another predict incorrect for us.
Right? Still, because Spitfire has been doing pretty well for himself, while Mihoke hasn't been doing the best. But
well, Mihoke beat ASIC last week, so like maybe that's a sign. Oh, that's dead too. Our sign will be.
By this raid is gonna. Ow.
That did a fair amount, actually. This thing is dangerous. It might be specs.
Look at that.
I don't know. Rotom could just be stupid. Or no, frail. Or stupid frail. Oh, no, that's stupid frail, actually. Yeah, that's, yeah, I don't think Spitfire can win now. Nah, that's a Specs Eleki, I think. That did a ton. It's not Specs Eleki, I take it back. Maybe it's Magnet. It's probably Magnet Eleki.
But nice Drain Punch as well from the. Oh, it's Thunder Wave? Thunder Wave? Nobody runs Thunder Wave.
Oh, that thing's in. I think that's a game, yeah?
So.
Okay, wait. He just reveals that he doesn't have Shadow Sneak. So that's it. That's completely freaking it. What? He didn't even try to heal? Okay, bro. GG.
Comes in and.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was a little surprising.
But you know what? The team that he brought was absolutely stellar. And never play at 5 a.m. again, people.
Yeah, I don't wanna quietly mumble stuff because of how tired I am
You want to
while
go
being
in?
recorded.
Right there.
It's us. We were too committed, okay? We were too committed to watch it. All right.
I was busy drawing something, and I'm like, well, they're gonna play soon. I might as well. But then they ended up playing like 2 hours later or something, and I was like, oh my god.
John, man. We John for the content. Okay. Next, so that was the Trout versus Durges, the Pangoras game done. Now it's time, Plas, to talk about your team defeating the Sturges, one of the top 2 teams, and you beat them.
Did you? Yeah. The team was great. I got lucky they carried me again, but
Don't worry, don't worry. You'll get to cover your own game in a bit, but.
Uh-oh.
All right. First off, though, my Java versus Sylveon used Calm Mind. This was a loss for me on the predicts column, but the interesting game nonetheless. I'll say.
Yeah, I'll say it's you wouldn't have expected the result based on how the game was going for most of the battle.
Let's start off the fact that Terra Water Goldango was MVP early on, using Nasty Plot and Recover to set up and heal well enough to sweep half of Sylveon's team. And that was pretty much it for notes.
Terra Gold.
That was pretty much it for notes. Because the rest of the game saw my Java just absolutely kill it with Sylveon, kill Sylveon with it. Just playing more consistently. Even if it's a 1v1, it's still D9 E speed at the end. So take guesses, no guesses as to
it became King Gambit and Sneasler versus D-Knight and Iron Valiant, which really leaves me to wonder, did the King Gambit not have did it not have Ironhead?
I guess not.
A plus, Sylveon's your team member, right?
Yeah.
Did the King Gambit not have Ironhead? Do you know?
This. I'd have to check. I don't know.
Having Ironhead.
I assumed, like, in the moment it didn't.
What?
I assumed, like, watching the game it didn't, but I don't. Let me see if I can find the pace somewhere.
Yeah, because if it did, then
not Ironhead. It was SD Low Kick. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Low Kick. Okay, that. Interesting build. I get that you want to catch some certain mons, but then again, there's the looming threat of Iron Valiant, which kind of cost Sylveon. It was a 50-50 in terms of build prep, I would say, because you would have either Low Kick or Iron Head to take care of certain stuff that you may be threatened by because of King Gambit. Despite being also in spite of being Terra flying as well. Couldn't kill the Iron Valiant with Sucker Punch and Kowtow Cleave. Ultimately, had to use Sneasler, had to use D-Knight at the end, and then boom, E-Speed, bam, right at the end.
The game was so close it made Drew's stomach hurt.
Thank you. Alright, next up, Valor versus ACR1. Another pretty interesting game, I would say. First of all, it was Spikes War at the beginning, Valor having 2 layers of spikes and ACR only having 1. So there was the entry hazards lead right at the start. ACR1 absolutely played around Balor's Baxcalibur well. I think Balor had a really hard time getting those 50-50s right against what ACR1 had going for. He just predicted every single move that he ever possibly could, just having Terra Water in Amorous and then switching into certain things that he couldn't obviously can't handle, and then ultimately, his back's getting chipped too much and then dying later. Nothing much else to say though. ACR won pretty handily.
Yeah, he just kind of outplayed and I guess outmatched him. Because I guess the only thing Balor had, theoretically, Balor could have used his tusk better. He commented, but even with it set up, it didn't stop the.
Yeah, there were definitely like mons that were still like very viable enough that would kill its momentum very early on, which was unfortunate, but it was still a nice bring.
Yeah, that game just made me think, or like reminded how broken Draining Kiss is as a move, because you hear like 50% of the damage you do or whatever.
Yeah,
I kept thinking our Namorous was gonna die, but
75.
then we got like 30% back every hit. I was like, wait, do we win the 1v1?
Draining Case is an OP move.
Yeah, you did.
So good. It's so good.
I think Draining Kiss drains like 75. I think it gets 75 of damage you've done. Let me look.
It's something nuts. So I thought we were gonna lose 1v1, and I was like, oh, we might lose this. But then we beat what was it, King Gambit 1v1 with it. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
King Gambit. I think it was like a +1 tusk or something. Yeah.
Yeah, the tusk. Yes. User recovers 75% of damage dealt. Yeah, it's 75.
Oh my god.
3/4 damage. 3/4 damage take it. 3/4 damage dealt, and then boom. You would have easily gotten the Draining Kiss is just that OP. That's why Comfy's good in NU in Gen 7. Okay.
Comfy. Yeah. That Eros.
All right. Next up, we got FC versus Fogbound Lake. This is another game that I watched live, and here are my reactions now. Okay, so now we got FC versus Fogbound Lake. Now, this matchup is quite interesting as it features Agapatel, which I know Fogbound Lake has been brought before. And remember, Fogbound Lake is one of the few people to defeat FC, so this should be an interesting rematch. Decides to go for a sludge bomb, which I don't know about that, to be honest. Like, yeah, sure, you could try to outpredict and try to go for another Mons, but really, are you trying to poison Tinglu or something? Like, but letting itself get spikes against on your side, and now it's getting Shadow Tag, which is the correct choice. Like, maybe this is Trick Gothitelle. I want to say this is Trick Gothitelle. We could easily see a trick happening here. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's choice specs, and now spikes, and now it's trapped, and FC is screwed. Basically, his Tinglu is now he got greedy with the spikes. Like he should have taken the opportunity once he set up one layer of spikes, maybe try to switch out, and then try to, go for Giratina maybe, or even a Miraidon. But now, wanting to get that second layer of spikes in is a double-edged sword. You're sure you can cripple the rest of the opponents, but what if this thing had Sea Fog or something? But getting your hazard support and your pretty much bulky mon to take out this thing, maybe this thing in particular. Wow, he survived another hit there. That's pretty nice. But no, this Grass Knot's gonna absolutely kill Tinglu, and what's going to happen now for FC? Goes for the Miraidon. Okay. I'm assuming that this is, the traditional tried and true Miraidon of either heavy duty boots, maybe specs or scarf. Try to offset some of the damage taken here. It goes for an electric drift, does a lot of damage. Side shock, of course, electric drift. Big boy attack. There you go, kills the Gothitelle really nicely. Gothitelle did its job though of crippling Tinglu, so what's he gonna do now? Fogbound Lake. He has options. So how long is this gonna go, huh? So it's interesting to see what Fogbound Lake has got in store. I'm hoping he would do so. I'm pretty sure he might be going for a switch here. Maybe against Lando T. Maybe it's gonna go Lando T this scenario, huh? Or you could just play it safe and go for Eternatus. Why not? Cause why not? You want to try. You want to try like outsourcing your options against FC. You have the Koraidon threat. You have Arcus Poison and Groudon. Yeah, Groudon's a threat. So is the Draco Meteors that you might be getting. But going for the outspeed would be nice. There's the Zacian, so he is predicting a Draco Meteor from here. Very nicely done. So yeah, I think Boban Link's doing pretty well for himself. Like he's absolutely trying his best here, which I'm very proud of. Okay, Groudon. One could take hits very nicely. Let's see. It's like 40 damage. Okay. Physical defensive Groudon would always run that. Showing the calcs right here. Ah, Thunderwave. Okay, it's this kind of set. Yeah. This is the set I'm imagining he's using. Which is fairly obvious now if you're a Noovers player. Oh, nice Ice Beam. Nice prediction there. You might think he was going to go Koraidon. No. Fallout Lake is doing pretty well for himself standing up to FC. This is absolutely a match to watch. Oh, freeze! He froze it. He froze it. He was going for the hex play. FC is just getting so unlucky here. Like, this freeze absolutely kills him. Now, what's he gonna try to do? Nasty ass freeze. Okay, goes for the U-turn. Probably switch into Miraidon. Try to get a Draco Meteor off, but there is this. There is this as the obvious play here. Or you could go Overheat. Try to outpredict that. Or Electro Drift, just to be ballsy against the ground type. Yes, I know that's pretty ballsy, but you never know. Dragon Pulse. Huh, Dragon Pulse and Draco Meteor. Okay. Any Uber's mains who would run both Pulse and Draco Meteor? I'm curious. Um, yeah. Fogbound Link, you gotta be wary of timer, buddy. Buddy. 5 seconds. Okay. Argus Steel comes in. Oh, please don't play like this. Electro Drift. Oh, so it's not choice. It's just naturally that powerful. But it takes out the Arceus Steel pretty nicely there. So FC is in its sort of advantage now. But this might bite him back in the ass, unfortunately. Maybe. Groudon comes in. Probably goes for a Behemoth Blade. There you go. He's going to tank 2 more of Behemoth Blades. Maybe go for Thunder Wave right now. Or a Willow. He has 2 status modes on his Groudon? Okay. That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. I mean, I get it. I get it because you want to offset both ground types, or no, not ground. Well, yeah, you want to offset ground types. If they can't get Thunder Wave, they can always get burned with Will-O-Wisp. But and yes, it's the opposite way around as well. Here's the Giratina switch in. Now time to thaw out. It'd be really funny if he thaws out with Flamethrower. Okay, no, he's not risking it, at least for now. But this may catch up to FC if he's not careful. Oh, it's a hazard. This has been a hazard-filled game so far, I must say. Arcus Poison, okay. Bye-bye, Toxic Spikes. So what now? What set would an Arcus Poison would be? I know it's a defensive type, but okay, it's one of these, I guess. Is it the stored power set? Because if it is, then FC wins. Otherwise, he's kind of screwed. Okay. Just be careful not to get crit. He has 3 more uses of Dynamax Cannon. If he doesn't crit now, it's all over. Yeah, okay. This is GG. Yeah, okay. So yeah, the reveal of the Arceus Poison. So good job, FC, on that one. You know, if you had played this out a little bit more, maybe you would have a little bit more of a chance. Fog battling? No. Actually, no. The hazards may be costly enough to him. But yeah, this was a game, I'll say. Like the early turns kind of hampered FC a little bit because of said hazards, but he did manage to bring it back thanks to Miraidon just doing massive damage. The freeze not really mattering, I guess, because he was going to use Giratina as a sack anyway. Thinking ahead is always a nice cue. But yeah, Fogbound Lake just get crippled and more so by the end. After the Gothitelle play, you would think, oh, he's gonna try to do it, but no, not even this. Not even this would help. Argus Steel turns out to be a pretty lame addition, lame bring, otherwise, and yeah, it's just everything else just kind of sucked for him. Also, the Will-O-Wisp. FC just had a more solid play, I guess, at the end. So yeah, well done, well done, FC. Nice job bringing it back. So while
that's what I had to say. What do you guys? What are your reactions,
we were
boys?
treated to Pierce versus Corvair. So let's check it out. We
Trying to
get
stand biased, but FC is a goat.
So
Yep.
there's the Dun
What do you
Sparse.
put here?
There's a body slam press. Nice going for the
This was a game of all time. So I found the beginning funny where Fogbound traps the Tinglu as it's spiking, then tricks it so it just keeps spiking, and then just kills it since it's trapped into just spiking.
It was. I even noted it. Like that was a nice entry hazard that you did there.
Doing amazingly in this tour. There's a Rocky helmet damage from Quillfish.
And then of course
nice.
we have the
The
ending,
Dun
and
Sparse,
the towards
once
the middle,
again,
and then the
tanking the
ending.
hits very
You've seen it in the video. You've seen my
I know
reactions.
he's trying to go for the Dun Sparse strat early on.
Of course, there's
but
that.
It's not
gonna
Also, the Kyogre froze the Giratina. Giratina. And when I was pretty sure the Kyogre would just continue Ice Beaming and FC switches in the Koraidon, I'm like, that may not be the best switch that it gets parried.
In any other Arceus, I think we lose that game. But thankfully, we had like bulky Arceus Poison.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Did.
I think any other arc
You did.
lost with the Giratina freeze.
There's the Dancer.
True.
It's Dancer. Very nice.
It's interesting.
Easily done.
Next up though, we
Hurricane
had
does a lot of
Just
damage.
Drew versus Udon Girl.
Alright.
Udon Girl winning.
This was an Udon Girl. This was an Udon Girl game.
Dude, I love that game.
This proved to me that we have some faith left in our Guild Tours community. That Udon Girl is not washed in Yu and is actually pretty good at it. Case in point, this match against Drew.
Band chestnut, right? This is the breast.
That was a banded chestnut, yeah.
That was a banded chestnut.
Gen 9.
Jesus, that's why it did so much damage.
Yeah, that's why it freaking one-shots the Gastrodon.
That was a surprise until you guys mentioned it. I was like, chestnut was choice band. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense that why it turned 70 managed to Oko Gastrodon.
Yeah, it did like 50 to armor or something.
52 on armor.
Yeah, it did.
That was also really surprising. Even got a Stone Edge later
And
at 39.
yeah, one shot with Stone Edge.
Terra Ground Kilowattrel was definitely an interesting bring, managing to only slightly chip Tenkatan, but it did lose boots in the process. But yeah, it was an interesting bring. Not too many people have actually considered ground Kilowattrel.
Yeah, most people I think use water because it makes sense with its ability, as well as it just makes it not weak to ice.
But yeah, nothing much else to say. Udon Girl just simply outclassed Drew. And fair to Udon Girl, she needed this. Both of them are playing a very standard. And
I think we should also just say that Udon Girl brought an Udon Girl team, and thus finally won again.
Yes! Finally, that's the secret. Just use what you're comfortable with. Udon Girl, chest band, choice knot is good.
It was choice band, chestnut, and choice specs salamence, and I don't think anything else was banded unless the Dawn fan was or something.
But yeah,
go that crazy.
Udon Girl. Hopefully this would be a return to form for Udon Girl, especially you need it in the finals, Plas. Speaking of...
me to return to form, the heck? Been terrible.
Alright, time to talk about your game, Plas, against Michael Derbez. What was your game plan in this matchup?
I think the match was actually pretty even, which is good, because I thought the last time we played it was really bad. And I just, got ahead because he played bad to start out, and then he kind of picked it up, and I got destroyed at the end.
I mean, the team you brought was really interesting.
Yeah, his setup was weird, because, I knew the Crook had to be rocks, because there was no other Rocksmon. But I'm so used to Scarf Crook, or bulk up. So I was like, okay. But he had a guard and a Revavroom, and I know he likes, or their team likes, Scarf Vroom.
Yes.
So okay, maybe it's Scarf Vroom, but if it's Scarf, I don't know what the guard set is. Because I hadn't... it ends up being Specs, but I'd not seen a Specs guard yet in Gen 9. So I didn't know.
It's an interesting...
Wait, it was Specs?
Yeah, also the modem can be Scarf too, so I was like, which is the Scarfer? I guess off preview I was like, okay, it's Scarf Room, it's Stabs, Wisp, Modem. The ult was weird too. I was like, it could be Dragon Dance, it could be Perish Trap.
Yes, that is the 50-50 choice you would have to make for every Altaria set, especially in RU.
For me, I'm just using a Franklin team that he got me. I don't think I played it great, but yeah, I like the team a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
He got a lot of he got all the right turns right, for sure. Or the important turns. I think he went 4 for 4 or something.
Yeah, it was very...
But he outplayed the heck out of me this game. Yeah, I played the heck out of it. Mad respect.
I do have to commend you for the late game Obama Snow sweep that you did. It was really fun. It was really fun to see.
Yeah, I got it close. And then he had the right Terra on Crook. I was like, maybe I could dodge a gunk, and then he Terra fighted. I was like, okay, no, I can't dodge a gunk.
Ah, yeah. So that was pretty unfortunate. The Terra fighting Crocodile definitely made things harder at the end for you. And yeah, Michael is Michael. How does one prep against Michael?
Yeah, I felt like I actually played like up to his level last time, which I wasn't expecting going in because I haven't really played Gen 9 and I know he's an incredible player. But that gave me some confidence. I was like, okay, let me bring something like something unlike I've brought before, but something that I think is still good enough to give me outs versus everything. Because I hadn't used like an Obama Snow or like a Samurott at all yet in the tour.
Right.
I figured there'd be like no way he could kind of counter prep it or whatever. Because I know the first time he brought like a Primeape, and I think I brought an Intimidate Mon on every team. And I think I had 2 Intimidators or something. So like it got Defiant boost like half the game where it was in Risk 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought my matchup was really good. I think it just super outplayed me this game.
Yeah, the Obama Snow got some kills at least.
Got 3.
Yeah.
Game sweep.
Yeah. Yeah, he dodged a blizzard to live, but then I revenge dodged a gunk to make it close. So we'll take it.
You definitely pulled it back to collect, which I'm very happy about. Next up, we got Corvair versus Piyush, another game that I had to watch live, and here's my reaction now. So while Akaru Kokoyo versus Raph was happening, we were treated to Piyush versus Corvair. So let's check it out as we go from turn to turn basis. So there is the Dunsparce, there is a body slam press. Nice going for the paralysis early on. Maybe try to cripple the some of the mons in Piyush's team, and Corvair doing the exact same thing. There's the knockoff of the heavy duty boots, and now it's gonna roost up. It's gonna probably coil, stealth rock, or body slam, or just straight up go for body slam, I guess. So you got the rocks up. Good sense of mobility here from Corvair. Knowing how to play the tier well is a good asset, as opposed to Piyush, who's been doing amazingly in this tour. There's a Rocky Helmet damage from Quillfish, very nice. The Dunsparce, once again, tanking the hits very early on. I know he's trying to go for the Dunsparce strat early on, but it's not gonna carry you until next week, unfortunately, Piyush. There's a Lurantis. It's coming in after the Dunsparce goes down pretty handily, I might add. Sneasel comes in, one of the best mons in NU, against the Bombardier, who comes back in, comes back out, goes Coldfish, close combat, and doesn't kill, unfortunately, because it's not how to predict it so well. I know facts. There's a close combat again, Coldfish goes down. Alright. So, very nice display here. There comes Oricorio, going up against another Oricorio. There's the Dancer. Activates Dancer. Very nice. Easily done. Hurricane does a lot of damage. Very nice. Taunt. Alright. Another case of the Taunt Oricorio. Doing very well here. No more Quiver Dances until this point. Bam. Bam. Alright, so Revelation Dance does a lot of damage. So Corvair looks like he's in control right now, right? Oh, and a Terra Fairy as well. Boink. Stone Edge, not really doing much damage there. There's another Revelation Dance. So Corvair is on top at this point. Goes for another Revelation Dance. It makes sense to go for Hurricane, honestly. Like, you could have killed the character and then just have a clean sweep afterwards. Leaf Storm does a lot of damage. Wow, actually killed the Oricorio at that range. I'm surprised. Jolteon comes in. Goes for a Sucker Punch. Okay. There it goes for the kill. Sneasel comes in. Jolteon's probably gonna win this game. There's a Volt Switch. That takes nasty ass damage. Close combat. And goes to Oricorio with Terra Blast. So you know this thing is gonna be the Terra type. There's a oh no, already Terra. Bleh. There's Revelation Dance. Oh, and gets paralyzed by it. Oh, bank and by the Dunsparce. Bombardier comes in and now goes for another one, but it doesn't get the kill. Unfortunate. Here's a knockoff. So it's okay. Both of them are just playing a very standard NU game. Not too many exceptional upsets right now. Not too many crazy moments have happened. Or Koryo comes in, probably sweeps. Here's the reverse sweep happening. Boink and boink. GG. Well done, Piyush. Well done from coming back from an unfavorable position and now is winning. Very good win by Piyush. Unlucky for Corvair, but that's just Mons. So this game actually had a little bit of controversy, and now that there was this post by Michael in saying that Corvair made some very questionable plays, obvious throwing, which turned 21 to 23. First of all, I commend the fact that we have to point out that throwing.
I don't know if it's obvious throwing.
Because, from the fact that, I had to review this game later to see, if this was obvious throwing, I'm like, okay, Corvair definitely could have played that a little bit better. He could have maybe stayed in with his Oricorio first and foremost. Maybe try to get some lucky kills there. For example, the Cacturn. But yeah, he had the game. They had the game won, but then going into Lurantis and using Terra Blast. I don't know. I don't know if I called it obvious throwing, or maybe because he was using a weaker move to take care of a pretty advantageous spot in order to win. I don't know. It makes it pretty.
Yeah, okay. I see the turn. I see the turn now. Bro should have just thunderbolted and he would have won. It was actually pretty easy to do. I'm not sure why he didn't.
Yeah. So yeah, that resulted in a little bit of a controversy there. It's a pretty sad end to an otherwise pretty interesting game. It would have been a Corvair win if that had happened. So I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but that's just, we'll just have to take this at face value and hopefully players can learn from this.
Huh, okay.
Alright, next up, T-Lanet versus Tenebrasite. Didn't
happen. To everyone's shock, to everyone in the world's surprise, T-Lanet dead gamed. Who could have seen that coming?
To everyone's surprise and to my hatred. Stop! Just stop. I know you guys were in a winning position when it happened, but we kind of want to just see it, even as a Zany Lols matchup. Like, come on. Alright, so next up we got Greedy versus Hacker Part 3. And guess who won? 3 times coming, Hacker won. Yet again. But the game itself was fairly underwhelming. Not as good as the previous 2 times that they met. It was a hacker.
Clarify a little, though. Clarify that the first time was in LC Winter Seasonal.
Which Greedy played great. Second time, they played okay in this year's BLT, anyways. And then semis, they met again, and the game was very underwhelming, to say the least.
I know Hacker beat him after this too. I felt bad because he posted again. He's like, I beat Greedy again at another tour. It's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Beat him like two or three times in like one weekend. I felt bad. I was like, oh, come on.
It's terrible.
Split him or something.
Fourth time that they met, and Hacker won again. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I felt bad. You gotta let him have one, man. Come on.
You gotta have one. We'll let him have one win. Like, yeah, okay, there was the minor changes, of course, that Greedy made. For example, Nummel, but wasn't really put into the most effective situations, I would say. Like, it could have really used it to pressurize both Hackers, Gurki, and Voltar. But in any other case, the Shelter just easily came in. He got sweeps up very, very effectively, and then, of course, Hacker used the tried and true Strudel set, which ultimately won.
Yep.
Alright, next up we got Chris numbers versus Aragon numbers. This was the first game that played, and we actually recorded this right before the semis video went up. So here's the recording, right now.
Hey.
Hello, people. So, what do you think of this doubles game, first of all? Hi, Drew. Thanks for joining.
That we missed an attack that had a 10% chance to miss and then got crit on the following turn. That's bullshit.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. It was here's the read. Just going through this game again for the mad lads out there. Like, these first couple of turns, like Chris bringing a pretty unorthodox team. I'm kind of worried that Chris brought such a very jank-looking team compared to Aragon, who brought a much more bulky, much more standardized team.
I don't play doubles. I have no idea, honestly.
Oh, there's a nasty woodhammer there by Rillaboom. But yeah, it's looking good for Aragon so far. Especially with the set that he has with the Roaring Moon.
Yeah, that Roaring Moon set looks a little dangerous. Am I hearing echo? I'm hearing echo.
Is it me?
Yeah, I think it's not echo.
No, I think it's Micoy.
Really?
Wait, is
No, I don't hear an echo.
Oh, maybe it is on your end then.
Oh, there's a knockoff. There's a knockoff on the Choice Bandit Dragonite.
Can I ask about the names of these Mons from Chris's team?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
I don't know. Brixel and Ball.
No, it's just Brixel and Ball with a number after each.
But collectively, they're Brixel and Ball.
Yeah, but I would honestly prefer you don't say it that way.
We stream with the
I don't know.
We stream with the family-friendly content here, so
It's gonna be a little hard to wither that Roaring Moon down immediately.
Aragon's playing super well.
Though on the bright side, it's not healing.
Also, okay, so parting shot. So he tried to go for parting shot there. I'm wondering, Okay, yeah. It still goes through, even though it's
I think Chris is officially fricked. The Flutter main's in.
Yeah. Sounds like pretty nasty to get the acrobatics on, especially with Chris not necessarily having the bonds to really tank acrobatics.
Or the Flutter main, for the record.
It's an interesting. Oh, it still tanks.
It
There,
lives.
but
I take it back. It doesn't live.
double death, double knockout there by Flutterman. Yeah, I don't think unless Jinpao does something really interesting.
I wouldn't count on it.
Honestly, what Chris needs to really put on is the to try to play around it with Palafin well. Try to maybe predict some switches here. For example,
Oh god, it's Roost.
Oh, it has Roost.
it's
Oh,
bulky.
this isn't happening.
It's a bulky ass roaring moon too. Shoot. All right. Yeah, I think Aragon has got this. There's no two ways about it. How can Chris absolutely play around this? It's mean. Look at that. And a Palafin gets burned.
So, what two teams is this? Is this the, Dirges versus the Rufflets?
Yeah.
I never actually looked at the semis matchups,
Yeah,
so that was a guess.
Dirges versus Rufflets.
Yeah, alright, cool.
There's a...
Oh, that's dead.
That's a sucker punch.
But that's also dead.
That's a sucker punch that,
And the Rillaboom's alive.
Yeah. That's GG.
So that would be a GG. Wow, he went for fake out.
That's a dominant
just to make sure.
That's a dominant ass win if I ever seen one. Jesus Christ.
Damn, didn't even use the wood hammer, just killed it with acrobatics.
It's yeah, Chris really dominated this matchup. There's no way how he'll play around, especially with a dangerous team like Aragon built. Yeah, unfortunate. So yeah, there was a dominating display by Aragon. Chris just didn't have anything against this matchup.
Yeah, but the miss at the beginning also did not help.
Yep, that turn one miss. I mean, come on. Come on now. We gotta pick up the pace, and then ultimately that mattered, and just Chris ended up losing momentum hard. Aragon just kind of dominated at the end. Anyway, next, last game actually. See, very short one. Only got to cover 19 games instead of the usual 39 or 40. Tier versus TDR, a very short game. This one.
I would feel bad if I recorded for that one. That was like a 5-minute game.
It was a 5-minute game. Yes, it's the perfect length to watch this game. Tier just completely outclassed it. Like, Landorus Sludge Bomb to kill TDR's own Landorus. Oko Great Tusk with Earth Power. That was just some of the mini notes I have.
And
Poor TDR just didn't have a chance against Mana Flying, which is very good, like one of the best types to use in Mana type. And his tier acid just completely outclassed.
Yeah, like maybe not pre-home. It wasn't one of the best during pre-home, but now with home, it's like really OP again.
Yeah, it's one of the best types. Definitely one of the best types.
I know nothing about Mono. I saw we had ground and they had flying, so I kind of assumed we'd lose, but I didn't know.
it was kind of obvious which one would win based on that. So that was the games. That was all the games. The recap, very short one, because most of it was video. Editing me. So now that the final. Oh, actually no. We'll cover these. We'll cover this first. Now that the final two teams have been revealed and have played and have earned their way into finals, let's talk about the bottom 6 teams. First of all, the bottom 4 teams that didn't make playoffs, how they didn't make playoffs, and then the 2 semis teams that made it but just wasn't enough for finals.
Haven't we already talked about the teams that didn't make playoffs, or
No, we briefly covered it with Pap, and briefly covered it with Drew, but we didn't go full in length. And I kind of want to just go further in on how these teams didn't make it in, as usual. For every guy that reviews these BLT tours, you just gotta have a little self-reflection game,
Well, alright. Hopefully this won't delay my dinner too much.
So, first off is the Sunny Shore Snorlaxes, which I think came in 8th. Or who came in?
I didn't
the standings.
That's crazy, though. What?
Yeah, the standings actually were crazy. What am I thinking? Oh no, okay. So, sorry about that. The 8th place team. I guess you were saying you brought the sign of relief there, PokeArt, before you immediately shot back down to reality, because 8th place team was the Iron Bundles.
I kind of knew that.
Yeah, what happened? This was one of the top 2 teams that I really wanted to make playoffs, because you just have that much star players in your team. It wasn't just utilized to the best of the abilities, for better or worse.
More like just not utilized.
Like, okay, you got Azek, which by and large is one of the best mono players you've gotten. Great, solid pick there. Bab and TMM, they absolutely have a ratio above the OU and UU pool, respectively. They absolutely had, a back and forth. You could easily predict, oh, I'm in favor of Kebab, I'm in favor of TMM. TMM especially, having a 4-3 record and a 3K buy, very used very effectively. It wasn't, the record may have not showed it, but TMM absolutely played his games well. And so did Kebab.
Would have been like 5-2 if not for week 1 hacks.
You're just salty about that.
For anybody.
So
4-3 is a good score for anybody.
Cheese and 1, definitely one of the bigger surprises, with 3-2 record and 4K. I thought Cheese going into this, was gonna be like, oh, he might not grasp Gen 9 as well as the previous gens, but I'm actually surprised at how well he paid off, especially in the later weeks when Post Home was revealed.
Yeah, beating Zern and Akaru Kokuyo. Bet you didn't expect that.
Yeah, 2 out of his 3 wins came from these top 2 doubles players, and he's pulled it off very well. First 9 being 3-3, despite being one of the most expensive buys.
He kept getting MU'd. He got like MU'd 3 times in a row or something.
MU? Like matchup?
What was that, Plas?
You said MU like matchup, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got matched up.
Yeah, I've never heard it like I've never heard it said out loud before.
Yeah,
I feel
he got matched up well, pretty well enough. There are people who do know how to beat Ars9 now in RU, and the record shows 3-3. The same with Lassen in Ubers, 4-5, being a 4-5 pick and then getting 3-3. There was Saba with the 2-1 record, very respectable. Ryuji being 2-5. I've mentioned this in a lot of videos, but Ryuji just fell hard after two very good wins in Medaya and Losco. Losing to Tenor losing to Yes or No My Dude, Dugza, T-Lenet, and then Danny. The harder and harder it is for Ryuji to stand out in the PU pool.
You're just like me. I'm like 2 and something.
Well, we'll get to
You can join me. You can join me. I'm like 2 and 6 or something.
But you're in finals, so
whatever gang.
So yeah, there's also Floor in London and X Skelly who got 1 win apiece, but Floor getting unbeaten. Good job, Stitch, getting 1-0. London and Skelly, yeah, pretty unfortunate records there. Chaitanya being 1-5, yeah.
Damn.
The records do show only winning against Clean, losing against everyone else. It was not the best record, not the best season for one of your playing managers to be 1-5. And then of course,
What can I say? You didn't care.
and then of course the rest of the winless crew, PokeArt, Atlas Madara, MTV One Last Kiss, and especially One Last Kiss, who really should play OU a lot more this gen. But unfortunately, due to the unfortunate circumstances regarding the team, it just wasn't cohesive enough. I really thought this would be a cohesive team, and then ultimately the matchup do show that it was kind of sucky.
What can I say? We had managers who didn't care.
Oh, that's gonna get explained.
No, it's not. Shade admitted he didn't care. And Roxy disappeared.
Well. We really need to have a better system of picking managers in the future. But that's alright. Next up in 7th place, the Anistar Articunos, I believe. Yeah, Articunos. Going 1-4-2 with another 4 points. Actually, they were really close into making it. Had things go certain ways in week 6 and 7, had it go certain ways for them, I think they would have absolutely made playoffs in the most unexpected way possible.
You say that for them, but not for us when that was the same case?
But yours was more like, okay, get a 9-1 win. You need to have a 9-1 win, and then you win the week. Articunos had what? Slightly lower expectations of them making playoffs? I don't know. But yeah, Losco and Gorex were definitely the top teams, the top players for this team with 5 wins apiece. Losco proving itself to be a great PU asset. Gorex surprising everyone by having a great record in LC. Royal Reloaded absolutely killing it in the monopool with 4-1. Aberforth, of course, being Aberforth and just having a positive record overall, which is very nice, very good way for his record. Faye,
did he go positive?
4-3. 4-3.
Oh, okay.
Fayette doing well in DOU, beating SMB week 1 and just kind of meandering, especially in the final weeks 5 and 6. It's kind of meandered a bit with both losses. Crying being 3-3, much better than Shade. Much better than Shade in the playing manager department, but still not good enough, unfortunately. Not enough to warrant and necessitate a freaking friggin' neutral record, especially when you're playing manager. You're expected to perform right, but unfortunately, it wasn't the case. Avidus going low 2-5 was pretty unfortunate. Tayo Terracotta Hachimaki being 1-0. Shiloh being 1-5. Yikes.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
Winning one against Star Master, losing against everyone else. And of course the rest who only got to play 1 or 2 or 3 games. Just kind of shuffling in between weeks. But overall,
yeah, that's kind of just what happens when you have an army. It doesn't really work out.
Yeah, tell that to us in TPP. But yeah, the main drawback for the Articunos is definitely, of course, the many players that they accumulated, which more often than not it doesn't work, and their star players needing to win in crucial weeks just didn't happen. Especially in week 6 when they really could have won against the Rufflets, but didn't.
At the very least, Gorix got a good record this time.
Yay!
Look at him.
Look at you. Doing well in LC, buddy. Well done.
Gorix finally got a positive record in BLT.
Finally, right? Took him 3 or 4 years.
I don't even know how long it took him.
Alright, number 6. 6th place was the reigning champions. Well, the former champions, the Sunny Show Snorlaxes, who was my number 1 pick, but unfortunately, due to bad luck and just a bad selection of players when looking at the bigger picture, it was definitely something. Starmaster and Ziri, though, can enjoy 6-1 records.
Yeah, like, I feel like looking at this team, you see maybe like 3 to 4 star players, and then the rest are kind of middling.
One of them being SMB, 2-4.
Yeah, like I consider him to be among the star players in this team.
I think
But he didn't. Yeah, but he went negative, so that certainly doesn't help. Yeah, I think the Laxes had Star, Ziri, Felines, and SMB as like their best players, and one of those players went neutral and the other went negative, so that's not good.
That's not good.
And the rest of the team is kind of mid.
No, they just plain suck. They didn't have the best records, okay? First of all, the Felines getting a neutral record was fine. Genius from Hoenn, better record than most, I would say, with a 3-4 record.
Yeah, Genius from Hoenn, he has an okay record, though he's still kind of mid as a player. Elfuson is good, but like I think he's not fully into Gen 9.
Not motivated.
BKG is just mid.
1-1 though, that's a perfect mid.
JJ09 isn't bad, but like the pool was too tough for him.
Vinny the winning one, you know.
Yeah, Vinny, he was just kind of slotted in a number of places and,
Got one lucky win.
against players that are probably better than him.
Slip, definitely one of the bigger surprises. I thought that this would be one of the breakouts to go into the UU pool, but no.
To be fair, the UU pool was stacked as hell.
It was very stacked. And Slip was one of those players who I mentioned was lost in the shuffle. One of the players that were easily, couldn't pick up a win, especially against the top UU players. Only managing to get a win against Roche, everything else kind of sucks.
Yes or no, my dude is kind of mid, so yeah.
Does it necessitate having the worst record in 1-6?
Yikes.
Only getting a win over you Gee.
Wait, did Blazonix never play?
No, it didn't. For some reason, never.
Huh? Huh?
Yeah.
Hey, that's against the rules. What? How'd that happen?
I don't know. Maybe we'll take it up to upper management, see what happens.
That's interesting.
Blaze, you should have played.
Played, right? Should have played.
Right. Get the old men to fight each other.
For real.
For real, man. Fan game, frick MT.
Fangame only played. Fangame only played cheese, and
Curb stomp.
you see, we both kind of knew what was coming, so basically, I just grabbed Fangame's team and practiced with it versus Cheese until Cheese was absolutely clobbering me in test games. So I'm like, "You're ready."
Hey, you're ready. Which is a viable strat. Sublime, especially Initiative, and especially Zoroark win, which is unfortunate.
Sublime not doing anything. That just kind of shows you that the Tours regs, they don't tend to the active Tours regs and grinders, they don't actually do much, contrary to what all the other Tours regs believe.
Yeah. Hey, if they had a solid strat, they did have a solid strat in the draft. Like, you get the star players and you get the Tours regs, the highest paying Tours regs. You got Dwayne, you got JJ, you got Sublime.
Yeah, you see, that didn't actually work this year, because we don't have a ton of Tours regs who can really stand up to star players.
Did better than you, which is saying something. But, yeah.
I'm not complimenting myself here. I can't really stand up to a star player either.
Right. So, yeah, Laxis, better next year, especially fixture draft trace. We know we can draft good teams. This year wasn't the best.
Yeah.
And then we come to the Dracovishes. We come to the team that was almost there on the cusp of getting into playoffs, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Week 7 just kind of cocked them. Although they did pick up some great players.
This was an interesting team. I felt like there was a lot of players who had done well in the past, hadn't done well in the past. So some Tours regs, some old Tours regs. It was a mishmash.
It was a mishmash.
A lot of familiar faces on the team, and actually, just a lot of familiar faces on this team, and really only one newcomer.
Yeah, and that just speaks to the volume of what Plas and GXE were going for, and what team. Y'all just be familiar with the what you got, and then absolutely playing well to the best of your abilities. It was interesting to see Stariel and Charm team up again. But other than that, the Ainsgrad had a good record for 5-2, best record in the Dracovishes. Shiba doing amazingly. Finally, after last year's train wreck, Shiba absolutely played better. Didn't play enough though. Necessitate that. Jojo got to play for a bit and did fine in Monotype. Dugsa getting a 4-3 record, which surprised me because I thought Dugsa was going in negative. No, picking up.
Yeah, Dugsa picked it up after week 3, I think.
Yeah, he picked it up.
Doug's is goated.
Yeah. He just needs a little bit.
Yeah, he just had a poor start.
Yeah, you just need a little bit of fluff for Dugsa in order to get a win. Loki Van did great. 4-3. Not a bad record to sneeze at.
Yeah, I mean, I expected worse from Loki Fan. Not gonna lie.
MJ getting a 3-2 was impressive already enough. He got beat Arse9 He did beat Ars9 in week 5, which, wow, that really pushed MJ into legendary status.
Well, actually, it kind of pushed MJ into a positive record. That's what it did.
But yeah, Irene doing 2-1. Okay, it's an okay record. Sword Strike as well, doing a 2-3. Clean. Armor's right. Negative record. Zern was a big disappointment for me because I ranked him as S tier, and yet look at the record.
Yeah, we were sort of ranking Zern based on his, I guess, accomplishments.
Yeah, great
but
accomplishments.
Oof.
Don't let the BLT record fool you. Zern's goated. 1-1 for Vanders of LOL. Team Charm should have played more. If he had played more, I think the would have been a bit more close. And Stariel being
no, it's okay, Micoy. Team Charm said that he wasn't really super into Gen 9 either.
Not this year, but next year maybe, where people are
maybe
more close to Gen 9. Stariel being 1-4. Yeah, fall of the greats. Fall for OU.
Guess he's not really into Gen 9? I don't know.
I don't think so. And then, of course, PGA losing to Spitfire Arcanine was unfortunate. But yeah, that's the rest. That's the Draco Vicious. A middling team that had good potential, but ultimately hacks and bad matchup cost them. Which is funny.
Yeah.
Which is funny because the originator of that quote is actually playing for the Draco Vicious.
Oh.
All right. 4th place. I would say 4th place. The Phantom Trout. This was a team that really surprised me. I was thinking this was one of the bottom teams. I thought this team lacked cohesion. This was a team that I wasn't very familiar with. A lot of players who I myself aren't familiar with, but I know they're good. It's just that the team structure can be a little bit wonky. Carried it into a maybe playoffs. I thought the team was gonna butt heads a lot when it comes to tiers on what they want to play. But no, they all found a comfortable spot and come to a good record. Like, first of all, Lax and Axertex being 5-2, which is really surprising considering they're goated in OU and NU respectively. Reshay being 4-1. What can I say? Great player, goated record.
Oh wait, actually, I think Axertix is 6-2 now. This is unupdated.
Oh yeah, 6-2. Lax being 5-3. Reshay being 4-2. Like, goated player, happy to participate in BLT and happily putting off a pretty good record for your first. Danny being 4-3, or I guess 5-3 in this case. Good record. Good record, definitely. Is Hunter being neutral? 4-4. Good.
Yep.
Very good. Definitely a step up compared to previous years.
I mean, it's LC, so I don't know.
Okay, it's a step up. Akira Tokyo being 4-4. Very good.
Wait, 4-4?
It was 4-3 last time. 4-4, losing to Raf.
Akaru won.
Oh, 5-3. My bad.
Yeah, like, am I missing something? Didn't we talk about how he whipped up the Glastrier?
Yes. I forgot who was bolded. I'm blind. Yeah, 5-3 record for Akira Tokyo. Very impressive doubles player. Would like to see more of you in the future. Tinder carrying himself to an okay record with 3-4. It's like
3-5 now, right?
3-5.
Or
okay.
Yeah, 3-5.
It's okay. It's okay. Unox being, I believe, 2-5 or 3-4. What was it?
Well, let's see.
3-5 is actually amazing.
2-5. No, 3-5. Yeah, not particularly the best record considering where Dunox was last year. It was
Yeah, well, last year he was really good in UU, and this year he barely played it. If I don't think he even played it. Did he even play it?
No, he didn't. Hopefully,
Yeah, I believe Dunox is actually. I believe Dunox is 2-5.
Yeah. Hopefully, when UU gets better, especially with the tier ships happening this month, I hope Dunox finds his footing again in UU and absolutely slays. Mashing not having the best record, unfortunately. It was fine. It was fine being in Ubers, but even pulling off wins after Aberforth and Genius from Hoenn couldn't save you from the matchup and the loss. 2-6. Mihawk.
Ouch.
Mihawk was at 2-3. Definitely an interesting record. Lost to Spitfire, won against Spitfire in the semis. Yeah. And then the rest of the subs. Lasias, Failber, Lechen, and Unzipskurger definitely were good support.
Oh look, Failber also didn't do anything. See, the Taurus grinders, they don't do crap. No one lets them play, and they don't win, and they don't win when they do most of the time.
Taurus grinders to actually be good against players, like, come on, you got the practice. Now it's time to test that practice. All right, next, third place, bronze. Taking bronze for BLT is the team that overperformed. I would say the Skeledirges. A very OU top-heavy team at first glance, but to be fair to them, they absolutely find their footing in other tiers and did well based on that. For example, Just Drew being 6-2, very good record, the best record in UU by far. My Java being 6-2 in OU was also a very good showing for My Java.
Yep, I expected no less from my goat.
So T-Leonard being 4-1. Okay.
Expected no less from my goat there too.
Another goat, Michael Gerbest, 5-2.
Didn't expect any less from him either. All these guys, they my goats.
They're goats. Fogbound Lake being 4-3. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad record at all, especially with a player for lots of hype. There's definitely an impressive showing there. Pure Acid being 3-2, or no, 4-2, absolutely. Was very a respectable record, especially with someone who was with 3K and did only RU and Monotype and got 4-2. Very good. Codkey being 3-3. Okay. Neutral record's not bad, but 17.5K is a lot to live out. Seru being 3-3, definitely a player worth talking about, especially after BLT. Seru did overachieve a little bit.
Yeah, now this was the Taurus Reg who did something.
Greedy, poor Greedy. He was the LC player with a lot of hype, and yet he just sucked.
Yeah, that was a pretty unfortunate showing.
Valor,
but he's 2-6 now?
Yes. A player with a lot of hype just ends up disappointing. Valor being 1-1, a very Valor thing to do. Trogba being 1-2 was okay. Chris Numbers being 1-5. Another player with
that is unfortunate. Although I can't say I expected him to do well from the start.
He builds good teams. He just couldn't carry them to BLT success. Sanjay Das and Corvair being the only two winless. That's okay. Okay, so that
I find it interesting that Corvair like only played twice.
Despite being an Ubers player, yeah, he only played twice. Lost one game and then lost NU through very controversial circumstances. So yeah, that was the Dirges, and now wait, predicts championship. Let's give an update to how the predicts championship went for semis. PokeArt,
Wait. Oh, right. We already reviewed the trips. Okay.
Yeah. Could you kindly read out the results of what happened?
As in like predict for predict?
No. Like our final count.
Okay, in third place, getting only 7 predicts right. Just Drew.
Well done, Drew.
Yeah, I think the issue was he predicted for everyone on his team to win, and obviously his team lost. So that really hurt his numbers.
Yes.
Okay, in second place, getting 10 right, Micoy.
Yeah, I got 20. I got half, 50%. Woo!
Oh, you got more than half actually, since there was a dead game.
Yeah, 10 out of 19. Woo!
Yeah, good job, Micoy. You predicted Dunox to beat 3D for some reason, so that kind of cost you.
Lol. But that wasn't enough for the win, because guess who won?
In first place, with 11 predicts right, me, PokeArt 2004.
Hey, 3-time champion, PokeArt 2004. You have the belt yet again. And now it's time for Takeri for the finals, which we will now predict.
I like how one of the only times we predict Udon Girl to win, to lose, they win.
We should have had much faith in Udon Girl. We will, though. We'll get to that.
Udon shows up when it matters, baby. Udon shows up when it matters.
Udon Girl won when it matters. Okay, so let's predict. We only got 10 predicts to do, PokeArt. Plas, you may play along because it is your team. The Rufflets versus the Pangoros. Who will be crowned BLT champions? Will it be the returning champions, the Rufflets, or we have the newcomers in the Pangoros? First off, SVOU 3D versus Sylveon Use Combine.
Oh, that's I'm gonna say Sylveon.
This one is a tough one. Let's see. 3D's record. Oh crap! Why did I delete the record chief off my tabs? Let's see what 3D's record is. Let's compare that to Sylveon's.
What are we asking?
3D versus Sylveon Use Combine. We had 3D, who is 1-1. 2-0. Oh, 2-0.
Well, 3D barely played.
Yeah, 2-0. Yeah. I'm surprised he played a little bit.
Yeah.
Sylveon, though, has had a much more staggering record of
5-3.
5-3.
5-3.
Against a 2-0 player. Yeah, I don't see this going either way. 3D pulled it off nicely with some good wins again in his own games, but Sylveon we just saw more, and Sylveon definitely overachieved in this meta. So I'd say Sylveon.
Yeah, I'll go with Sylveon too, but wouldn't be surprised if 3D wins.
Next up, Plas. Of course.
Wait, are we not gonna ask Plas?
Yeah, Plas. Well, what's your take on this matchup?
I don't know if I want to predict. I don't want to give the other team, fuel to the fire. I have confidence in Sylveon to win this matchup. Will they? I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I'm excited for the finals. I just want them to be clean and fun and all that. Whoever
Clean
wins
is
wins.
definitely the right word. Next up, we got SVOU, Fat Batman versus ACR1.
Did this match happen in an earlier round?
No, I want to say no. Let's check. I think you're thinking of ACR1. Because
I doubt it, but I don't know. I don't think we started playing ACR1 until like halfway through the tour. Like seriously.
oh, actually no. Like
I think he was just chilling on the bench for the first few weeks.
he played Kebab, he played Avarice, and he played Zorodark, and he played Lax. So he's a 4-0.
Damn.
4-0 Fat Batman
Yeah.
against.
That's a fire name.
Everyone says it's a fire name.
Yeah, and ACR1,
He's a 4-1. 4-1.
Oh.
4-1 against a 4-0. Well, Fat Batman's undefeated, and ACR1 has
Wait,
seven
yeah,
losses.
4-1.
Fat Batman is undefeated.
I don't know.
Is it time? Am I gonna predict for the Fat Batman to win? Am I gonna predict for the
Maybe.
He's not the Fat Batman. He's the overweight white man. Overweight white man.
Overweight Bruce Wayne?
Yes. Who are you picking, PokeArt?
I think I might go with ACR1 because I'm looking at who ACR1 won against.
Alright.
And I see he beat my Java. And I think that's a sign that I think that's a sign that I gotta predict ACR1.
Meanwhile, I have now begrudgingly seen the light, and I'm gonna predict Fat Batman. Like, he has proven
Do we just assume Plas is predicting ACR1?
Plas? I think Plas.
Do I have to predict?
I mean, I guess it's up to you. If you want to like predict but like not have your answers known, you could also just leave your predicts in the chat.
I guess I could do that later, maybe. This is a big predict for you guys. Because if you think the 4-0 guy can lose, surely you think I can beat the 8-0 dude or whatever. It's same thing, right? Same thing.
Well, ACR1 is 4-1. It's not that big a difference.
Right. You know, I've heard 3 and 5 is the new 6 and 2. You know what I mean? Big time. Big time.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go Fat Batman on this one. He's proving himself, PokeArt.
It's huge.
All right, next up.
All right.
Next up, SV Ubers, Richard Milliplane versus FC. Probably the hype matchup.
I think I'm going with FC.
I mean, FC's goated. I mean, he's got what 4-1 compared to Richard Milliplane's 4-3. Richard Milliplane having the better record between these two, huh? He's proven himself. I think Richard's proven himself, but FC ultimately slays. I think they met, honestly. They already
They they don't
FC1 in week 4.
Oh yeah, they did.
FC1 in week 4, and I think he's gonna win again. Win again. FC to win.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see it now. Yeah, they did play in FC1.
Next up, another rematch. Oh no, not another rematch. Bleh. Spitfire Arcanine versus Udon Girl.
Oh my god.
I again hype.
I think this is the matchup of the week.
The Wake.
I think this is the highlight match of the week, yeah.
You woke. This match woke. And DJ Illuminati is 3-2. Udon Girl is at a miserable. A miserable 3-5. But Udon Girl has proven himself. Especially in later weeks. As opposed to Spitfire.
I feel like this is going to be a match of weird sets.
I am wholly praying to God that I catch this game live. I don't want to miss this. Who are we picking PokeArt? Who are we picking between a Speefy and an Udon?
Who am I picking? I think I'm predicting Udon Girl this time.
Meanwhile, I am gonna go for the tried and true Spitfire Arcanine. I think Spitfire Arcanine definitely can pull it off, but I won't be surprised if Udon Girl wins.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Spitfire wins. Spitfire did actually go further than Udon in UU Masters.
Yes, and
did better in some stuff in other UU tours. Yeah, but like I have a good feeling about this one.
Meanwhile, I have the boring feeling. I have the safe man. What's the betting man?
Udon Girl, you got this. You got this.
Alright, SVRU. Plas versus Just Franco. Plas convinced
Hey, Plas, can we hear your predict on this one?
What do you think, Plas? Well, what do you have to say about this matchup?
To convince you? I don't know if I can convince anybody, honestly. But if it's best of one, you know what I mean? I got a shot.
You gotta prove it.
Everyone's got a shot at best of one.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to get the rematch for sure. Last time I didn't know what setup Bronzong even was. So I tried it like shit. I got more knowledge now, baby.
Yeah, you got the knowledge. Hopefully that will carry you to a game.
Yeah, I'm confident in our team. I think I have the hardest matchup of everybody because it's like 8-0 or whatever, but
yeah, you do.
I can pull it out somehow. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Figure it out. I'll make up for my dad's score in finals this week. But yeah, I don't know.
It'll be interesting. It will definitely be a watch. Oh yeah. When are you playing Plas?
It'll be a lot.
For the vote.
We just scheduled earlier. I think it's like Sunday night.
Sunday night.
You're Johning. Okay.
I am John.
Yeah, speaking as
I work.
Who is the ultimate Johnner.
I work every other day. I'm actually at work right now. Yeah, I work much better.
Right. But yeah, for our predicts, PokeArt, I mean, Franco's killing it in RU.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, Franco's killing it in RU. Plas has got
Yeah.
a decent 2-5 record, but Franco's Franco's like the
Decent.
extreme 8-0.
Yeah, he's pretty
I
good or
think,
whatever.
yeah, like, I think Franco's gonna do 9-0. Like, this is actually insanity.
I'm sorry, Plas. Well, tiebreaker, and he might go 10-0.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I think I'm going Franco. I mean, yeah, come on, you just cannot you can't tell me that this is like a ratio of like 99.9 to a 0.01 for
Yeah,
sure.
nah,
Oh,
picking him is fine, dude.
Sorry, Plas. But I hope you pull up an upset. Maybe you would be the giant killer.
It's all
You
good.
would be the giant killer.
Oh, no, what I would old man getting the last one or whatever.
We're working hard. We're rooting for the old man Plas to be the giant killer. Woo!
yeah, go old man.
Yeah, I would definitely predict him too. It's crazy.
Yeah. So
He already
next,
beat me.
we'll see. We'll just wait and see. The rematch is coming. All right. Next up,
Oh, yeah.
SVNU. N Helio versus Piyush. Now, this is a matchup I'm very looking forward to because both players are very good.
This didn't happen, did it?
No. Heck no.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Oh, you mean this?
I
I
think our
think.
earliest game is like. Oh, you meant earlier? I was like, our earliest game is like Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
But nah.
This one was the Velvet. This one was the Velvet sub in.
Oh.
So this didn't happen. So we're finally get to see it live and in action. So how are we predicting this one, PokeArt? Now that Helio and Piyush are going to actually go toe to toe with each other. 5-0 record or no? Is it 5-0 record for Helio?
No, because Helio lost last week.
Oh, 5-1 to compare to Piyush, who went 5-1. No, he won.
Piyush is. Oh, does that make Piyush 6-1?
Yeah, Piyush is 6-1.
Hey, yo, what
We
the
got
hell?
proven players in NU, people. We got players who will not sleep on. So, who is going to win? PokeArt, what do you think?
I personally think Helio.
Really? All right. I am gonna go with the opposite, and I'm gonna go Piyush. Normally, I would go Helio, of course. That would be an easy win. But Piyush has been proving himself in this tour. So.
Yeah. I don't know. Last game was weird. I didn't like how Piyush played.
Maybe he'll play better. We'll see about that. But yeah, I'm going Piyush. I definitely have a Piyush mentality here. All right.
Okay.
Next up, SVPU, we got Medaya versus Tenebrasite.
I'll go Tenebrasite here.
So let's see. Medaya is 5-3, and Tenebrasite is 4-2. So better record. I don't know.
Huh.
So better record is actually about even between these two. But I will say Tenebrasite is still the choice for player for me. I think he's best player PU player award. Tenebrasite all the way.
Yeah, yeah, same.
SVLC. I think this also happened before, which is Drifting versus Hacker, and Drifting won.
last time. Remember that.
I still gotta predict Hacker.
Will lightning strike twice for drifting?
Nah, lightning never strikes twice.
Until it does,
You know
because
that.
I believe in drifting. I'm predicting.
Actually, I don't know why I gasped. This is LC. Nothing's a surprise in LC.
A hacker may have the better record. The 6-2 compared to drifting's measly 4-2, but I think this is a drifting
Measly?
win. Well, not measly. Actually, competent record, but I think drifting still got it. I think lightning will strike twice with drifting.
Oh, well, okay.
SVDOU, we got Ref versus Aragon.
That's a rematch, right?
That is
Gotta
totally
be.
a rematch. Yes.
Yes, it is. Week 4.
Yes. And Aragon is undefeated. He has beaten Raf.
Yeah, is Aragon 7-0 or
7-0. Raf is
Aragon 7-0.
Raf is not looking bad though, PokeArt. He is 5-2.
Yeah, but like Aragon 7-0. We have to predict the undefeated guy.
He is the SMB of Gen 9. I will say that right now. Aragon is looking like the SMB of Gen 9. And yes, this is an Aragon win.
Yeah, this is an Aragon win.
Alright, and finally, SV Monotype, Maroon versus TDR. How the hell is TDR gonna prep up against
Maroon?
How the hell?
I'm gonna be disappointed if Maroon doesn't win this.
Let's see. Maroon is 1-3 right now.
And yet, I somehow feel like TDR has a worse record.
Has TDR got the worst record?
Oh, never mind, actually. His record is 2-2. Wait, or is it 2-3?
Probably 2.
It's 2-3.
2-3. 2-3.
2-3 versus 1-3 then?
Yeah. Maroon. 100%.
Maroon.
Sorry, TDR.
Even though TDR actually does have the better record, turns out.
Even though you have a better record, TDR, Maroon still clobbers you. So yes, Maroon. So yeah, that is our predictions. Let's see how many.
Did we just predict the Rufflets to win dominantly?
For you, I think I predicted the Pangoros evenly.
I think it was mixed. Yeah.
I'm expecting a Rufflets win 6-4. That is my my overall predictions. I'm expecting the Rufflets to go 6-4. I expect the Rufflets to win, but the Pangoros may pull up. I got most of the Pangoros predictions in here, so I think you would know which one I want.
Individually, I seem to have predicted the Rufflets winning 7-3.
Meanwhile, I have predicted. Let's see, 1-1.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Take that back.
2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 4-4. Oh, I predicted a tie.
Oh, that's huge.
Individually, I predicted a tie. All right, so individually, I say a tie.
And they'll throw me in tiebreaker, as we all know.
But I'm thinking a Rufflet 6-4 win for me personally. As an overall gesture, I think Rufflets will win 6-4. But individually, I say a tie. But that is the end of our little video here, or excuse me, big video. Plas, thank you for joining us. You are the final guest we'll have this week, because next week we'll only talk about finals recap and some consolation awards.
Yep.
So yeah.
There are no more predicts after this unless there's a tiebreaker.
Unless there's a tiebreaker, which in this case, crap. We'll get a majority vote, I guess. So, ladies and gentlemen, please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, click that notification so you won't miss videos when they come out. And I'll see you next week. Next week it will be the finals.
Don't forget to root for Plas.
Yes.
He's facing a monster.
A monster. Yeah.
Yes, we'll have a banner. We'll have a banner like in the recording. I'll put up a banner.
Banner is crazy.
Flag saying "Let's go Plas."
Banner is nuts. I'll see what I can do.
I might just like Photoshop something that says "Go Plas" real quick.
I'll draw one myself. All right, so thank you all for
Bye, guys.
All right, thank you all for watching. This has been Micoy, signing out.
Farewell.